Good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode 36 of Malt Magic, our very special Halloween special tonight. Or should I say, good evening, darlings. And I'm Callum, the most beautiful, fey-touched, half-elf creature, weird thing, on this here earth. Yes, anyway, with that, let's run down our usual shout-outs and thank yous before we descend into what is inevitably going to be a lot of Halloween-based chaos. I've also just realised I've forgotten one thing from Callum's outfit, so I will get that fixed during the intro as well. But our usual shout-outs and thank yous go to Incarnate, Albo Radio, Dungeon, Alchemist for all things virtual tabletop and mapping, which we might see some tonight. Will very much depend on what's going and what happens. Of course, a big thank you to Hero Forge for character sort of visuals. As I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, we are playing around with some AI tools as well to help us with some concepts before then reaching out to artists to help us with the finalised art. So you may see some updates in the coming weeks, we will see. Then there is D&D Beyond, of course, for all things game management and just general D&D. And the DM's tools that I use in the background, so Kasoon, 5e Magic Shop, 2 Minutes Tools, the Thieves Guild, and World Anvil. So thank you to them. Any of the musical tracks and sound effects that you hear are the courtesy of Tabletop Audio and BattleBards. So please go and check them out. Hopefully we will hear plenty of music tonight and plenty of sound effects, especially with it being the Halloween special. So yes, please go and check those platforms out and feel free to use them in your own games, of course. And then I suppose I need to extend, as always, a huge thank you to both Homie and the Dude and the Eldritch Press. Bodhi is here with us once again after being slightly ill last week, soldiering on this week, still in sort of recovery, I think is the right term, but coming out of the other side of a slight infection in the old lungs. So yes, thank you to Bodhi and Homie and the Dude, and a big shout out to the Eldritch Press, who are the sponsors of tonight, if you like, if we can call them sponsors, and the providers of tonight's giveaway. So we will discuss more about that in the break. You will have seen the social media channels pop up along the bottom there, but please go and check them out on all of your platforms. So Instagram, Threads, Twitter, X, YouTube, Twitch, and of course TikTok. Speaking of YouTube, we are currently live for the first time on both Twitch and YouTube, so big celebration tonight as well. So if you're watching on Twitch but you would rather come and join us on YouTube, then feel free to jump over. Alternatively, for those who are watching this after the fact or listening on the podcast platform, if you've been averse to Twitch but would rather join us on YouTube, then we will continue to be live on both Twitch and YouTube on Monday nights going forward, providing there's no technical glitches and the like. So yes, very, very pleased to have sort of managed to get this set up. And I know Mr. Wizard's been very, very busy in the background trying to get everything finalised. So yes, all of our updates, if they aren't out on social media, will also be on our Discord channel, and there is everything there from fan art to crazy theories to even a little channel for Homie and the Dude updates now, so we will start getting more and more stuff populated in there. So yes, please come and join the family on Discord and let us know what you're up to as well. If you're running your own streams, running your own games, or running whatever, we would love to hear about it. We want to come and support you as well. So please drop that in there. And I've already mentioned the podcast, but yes, it is available on multiple platforms, your podcast platform of choice. Please go and find that and listen to the past 35 episodes. It's technically 36 or 37 episodes with some of the recaps, but also all of Campaign 1, all of our one-shots and all of our specials as well. And I believe that is me done as I try and make it through the intro with these things in my eyes, which I'm not going to lie, they are slightly annoying, but we'll soldier on for now. So thank you very much for the instant follow. That's amazing. Thank you so much for that. Listen, that is me for my intros, so my usual warnings most certainly apply. There will be adult language and adult humour even. You have been warned. Let's roll. Hey yo! This is a proper rogues gallery tonight.
Fucking hell.
I fixed Callum's outfit as well.
We
We've got
look
his
funny
blue
as
elf
fuck.
ear on.
There it is.
Oh,
We look
there
funny
we go.
as
So
fuck.
yes, our characters for this evening. So yes, we have all dressed up as our campaign 2 characters, or at least sidekick characters. I probably could have picked any NPC to dress up as, but seeing as Callum's sort of front and centre right now, we chose Callum for this evening. So let's run down the usual lineup and say hello to everyone and who we are playing. So I am Matt. I am your dungeon master. I am, of course, playing the sidekick character of Callum, but also the existential crisis and prize dickhead in some episodes, that is Cog.
I am Dave, and I am doing a very poor representation of a Black Panther tabaxi. Hello, my name is Jewel. I am a female tabaxi rogue.
And I am supposed to be a UNT sorcerer, but I'm giving off anime schoolgirl vibes, I'm not going to lie.
What you can't see just below that is he's got a massive pair of... Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, Danny, there is a weird sort of attraction going on right now. I've seen you look this attractive.
Yeah. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
I love it, love it. I'm Bodhi from Homie and the Dude, but fucking God, am I happy to be here today. And I am playing Edgiest Bones, your resident skeletal homie and bard for the show. Oh man, what an incredible decision this was, guys. I love it. I love it. We should do this every fucking time. This is incredible.
You say that, but in about 5 minutes,
occurrence.
this wig is coming off because I am roasting.
I was gonna say
already.
I need to put on some glasses and take off this coat. I'll be give me half a second.
That's all good. We're going to let Bodhi get himself dressed while I do a very quick recap. So guys, if you need to take anything else off, then feel free. So last week we did our episode sort of, I think it was 26 to 35 recap, sorry. So hopefully if you've caught up on that, you will be well caught up on where we are. But where we left off in the previous episode was having snatched our clothes from Gibbon after a very, very nervy encounter with a strange shadow creature which appeared behind Edgius. Whether that was on purpose or not, nobody's managed to figure out yet, but immediately began to attack the group in the middle of the night. Having defeated that creature, however, and then tried to rest for the rest of the evening and wake up in the morning, he then went downstairs, crept past a sleeping gibbon and nicked the outfits that had been made for you without paying yet. And then there was a moment where Lex slammed the door, woke up Gibbon, and they all ran off scampering away like little girls, or naughty little children, I should say, not little girls, naughty little children, staring at Danny, and now all you've put in my head is schoolgirls. So, and there's a sentence I never thought I'd say live on air. Very good. So in this moment as well, Jewel was up in a tree, not stuck, there was no fire brigades required, but in a tree trying to figure out.
Do I need to do like that
or
something?
you.
Like I'm stuck in a tree.
Mate, I would love for you to try and climb on the ceiling right now. That would be fantastic. But yes, trying to figure out where this shadow creature came from, why Jewel's got this constant sense of being watched, and what is going on. So you then bought your outfits, donned your outfits, which were all some nice new little additions to your attire and your inventory. So plenty there to play around with, and then made your way towards the Druids of Dryads Gate with a little pit stop off at a jeweler, and that was the most chaotic end to an episode we've had in a while. I know I was ill, or partially ill at the time anyway, still recovering, so that was an interesting end. And yes, so we have deposited silver and some materials to get our new badges made. And then we've continued our journey off towards the Druids of Dryads Gates, and that central area where Aegeus would remember the great tree known as the Green Heart, or Sil Arael, is found. So, my friends, anything particularly we want to do as we are on our journey out of the Jewelers towards the Druids?
There was a lot that was going through my head, and we're all wearing costumes, and everything's gone out of my head now.
Yeah.
I just want to
So
put that
much
right out there.
distraction.
So yeah, like, you know, yeah, I had loads of ideas about 3 hours ago.
Everyone is struggling to cope with their weird attraction to me, obviously.
I mean, as I told you guys beforehand, I've got a weird sort of tunnel vision going on right now. Yeah.
I think so. We're heading towards the place. Is there somewhere to quickly grab like a fucking croissant or something on the way? You know, like
Absolutely.
fucking like some
Hannah
breakfast.
Chocolat.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking do you know what, GM? What's a local delicacy from here, or a local like morning thing that is unique to this region? I want whatever that is, you know.
Yeah, very good. So as you're on your way, you see a tavern not far from this central point of Dryads Gate. Sorry, just to let you know, Dave, that the Streamlabs stuff in YouTube's working. Anyway. As you sort of continue on your journey, you see just to the right a relatively small tavern, but you see on the outside a sign that hangs outside, and it says the Emerald Echo Tavern. And as you enter in there, you can see a halfling bartender who is there, and he looks like he's serving up these fresh pastries. And from what you can see, as you sort of smell and get close, they look like they've got this almost like custard piped into them, like proper puff pastry and custard piped into them, and they sort of look towards you and, "Good morning, my friend, how you be doing?"
Hello, my name is and Edge is going to look to the group as if to say, do we go with fake names or not? And he's just going to go, he's just going to go, Edgiest Bones, how much for, 1, 2, 3, 4, how much for 4 of those? What are they called again? I remember,
Oh, these are
got
called
drunk last time I was here.
Famous custard echo tarts.
Echo tart. What do they echo?
Oh, it's just to go with the name of the tavern. They don't echo anything in particular. It's just...
Oh.
Well, yes, they've got custard in them. They're pastry and tarts, and...
I am so sorry. Would I be able to change mine to that delicious tato palm? Just a slice of that would be lovely. Perhaps some cream would be delightful.
Local. Yes, by all means, I can certainly get you that.
Oh, thank you.
Or was that enthralled in your West Country accent that when I just spoke as Lex, I went, ooh, custard, and did the wrong voice.
I mean,
So I
just
might
not,
just from the West Country.
just
for
none
him,
of
so.
this is going to go well.
Oh, my
I,
name's Lex, and I like fucking purple hair.
I'm gonna take. Yeah, I'll take. I'll. How much for the pastries? Actually.
For
Right, so-
all of that, well,
all right, like-
solid
all right, just
silver. They're
okay.
fairly easy to make.
Oh, well, thank you. Apologies for the echo misunderstanding. In a world where magic is so rife, typically you take things by, face value. If it says, floating
you can
ball,
be forgiven
you
for
assume
that.
the ball's
Don't worry,
floating.
you can be forgiven.
I
Good.
appreciate
not,
that. I
not
feel like.
everything's here's.
Oh, go ahead. No,
Sorry,
please
we're
continue.
talking at the same time, and this is very confusing. You go.
Go.
I'd like to point
I
out
feel
this
like-
is an actual
I feel like
personality
we're
trait. It's deliberate.
I feel like we're connected in a way. You feel like the type of barkeep that lets young folk who are under the drinking age come in just because it's safer to drink in your establishment. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from you.
Aye, and if you're after wine, we've got red or white.
Wait.
Oh well. Just the pastries will do, and then we've actually got some business at the big tree. So we're
Oh, you're after the festival, are you?
No. What time of year is it?
Deadly.
Wait, it's 272. Is
21.
is the festival on? 20. Yes, that. Is it already festival time?
Well, in there, I don't know how often you head towards Dryamere and Dryads Gate, but around this date in Planar we have the Greenheart Festival. It's sometimes dictated by the tree, but it's when we pay homage to the great tree and the Dryad that guards it, and hence all these nice green decorations and stuff.
Oh, is it like a harvest time festival?
I'm
familiar with those.
Maybe not harvest, just more about giving thanks to the tree. That being said,
Right.
There's interesting things that happen around this time of year.
Getting flashbacks to the traumatic childhood I didn't realise I had. about nearly being sacrificed last week. This festival doesn't sacrifice anything to the tree, does it?
Oh, no sacrifices. But we do tend to see the spirits of all the ancient Druids. They roam through the city and sort of ensure the Dryads' safety. Although that being said, this year's different. This year's feels very different.
I do actually remember someone from the village speaking of this. I have never been myself. I did not even realize we are this close to the time of year. So we have had a busy few weeks, months. So I would no. This is going to be wonderful. I'm sure we will be able to find a lot of entertainment.
Pastries and shall we bounce?
Yeah, just picking up on you said it might be a bit odd this year. Why? What's been happening? You've had some strange goings on that might impact the festival.
Not necessarily strange goings on, but the Druids seemed a little bit distracted this year. Distracted. I think I need another sip of that wine.
Is that because they're looking after our moose?
I doubt that has much impact upon it, Lex.
Right,
I think more of a general the Dryads here, not just the one we met.
Oh, I was thinking moose as well. That's exactly where my head went to. Yeah, just moose related thoughts.
We came to town.
We brought meese with us. Yeah, multiple mooses.
People were whispering about the other night. Then when they came in saying large creatures had worked through the gate, and some strange folk had been heading off into the market district and sort of that area where all the shops are.
That's strange. That's a bold assumption. We're perfectly normal. Look at us. And Edgius is going to gesture down the line. Nothing weird at all
not one
about
to
us.
judge. Not one to judge. I'm half a man.
Are you in Mr. T form, or are you still in skeleton form?
I'm in Mr. T form for sure. Mr. T-ing it up for sure. We'll take some of those echo things maybe in the future. Consider how they could echo. Would definitely make them more interesting. I'll grab the echo things and nod to him, and then turn to walk out and be like, "Let's get to the fucking tree. This guy's a fucking weirdo," and start walking towards the door.
I know you hear as you leave it. Try and make them echo. Well, I suppose I could fetch a heftier price for them.
Sorry, pastries that you pick up and they go, "Oh," would be amazing. Like, that would actually be something that would be fantastic.
And then squirt custard in your face.
I mean, different
It's a-
channel,
it's a
but
triple.
Everyone
sure.
loves a squirter.
It's a,
It's
a trick or a treat.
An animated squirter. Oh, yeah.
Oh god, don't start the way we stopped last episode.
Indeed.
Well,
So you
Lex
wander
Lex
off.
is exhausted. He's not meditating. He's not himself. So he's going to be a fucking weirdo tonight.
Maniac.
Edgius will lead outside and rejoin kind of the kilter outside.
So I was laughing at the comment in chat there, which is perfect.
Is there? Are we noticing like a flocking of people to this festival? Is there like a general movement of the public, or is it still kind of like the locals are like chilling?
You notice that in the immediate vicinity of the tavern, there are people who are putting up decorations, which are these sort of wreaths of green vines and small candles, and the occasional sort of either plaque or script in Elvish, which, for those that read Elvish, tells the story of sort of the Green Heart and Silarael and the Dryad, and how the Dryad protects the tree, which in turn then protects the city and the wider Drymerian region. As you get closer to the tree, you notice that there are a number of druids around, but it's very hushed.
I'll turn around and see if the others are behind me.
Yeah.
Cool. As it's quiet, I'll be like, hello, everyone. Excuse me. We are looking for someone who could possibly help us. Anyone willing to help some new people?
Sorry, help you? What do you mean
Yes,
help with?
you. And I'll walk over to one of the druids that turn to look at me. Like, you. We have some questions about some stuff, and we've been told by multiple sources that this is the place to do so. Also, side question: is this tree in direct moonlight?
This is sort of the middle-ish of the day right now.
No, I'm asking Homie.
It's not in moonlight now, but sure, if the moon's out, then it'll shine down, of course.
Perfect. I'll hand you over to my colleague. This is Ferdinand, and I'm going to point at Lex. And then I'm going to bend down to the soil around the tree and start digging it up with my fingers as I go to bury one of the moon seeds that was given to me.
Oh. Hi. My name is Ferdinand.
Sorry, just to pause there. Edge, are you going closer to, or trying to get closer to the tree, or are you just planting it here?
I'm getting as close to the as close to where the moonlight would hit as possible. So if it's the tree, yes, I will walk up to the tree, and then in between its roots, I will bend down and just begin digging like a little hole with my hands, and then plant my little seed.
Okay, so we'll pause that there for just a second. Lex, carry on.
Hi, I am Ferdinand. I'm hoping you might be able to help me with some questions and potentially some magical services.
Magical services? Sorry, yes, continue.
As I understand it, we have a dear friend of ours who was attacked recently, and we want to put a magical ward around the building to make sure that it cannot be attacked again.
Magical wards.
You're willing to pay for the services?
Sure. Yeah. Maybe not today. Do it maybe either tomorrow or.
Is it so is this like a religious ceremony? Am I interrupting?
Maybe an insight check, please.
Insight. Come on, be good. Fuck me. 8.
May I? I was going to say may I anyway, regardless of him being good or not.
Of course.
I totally have my sheet up.
It's always shit when you roll worse than your passive insight.
There we go. Yeah, 16.
16.
Yeah.
Okay. With a 16, this druid appears nervous. Very nervous.
I will. Okay, I'll go up to him. Can I then make a? Oh no! So before I go up to him, can I then have a look around and now judge the area? So perception or whatever, as in, like, are people
Absolutely.
looking like they're going to get attacked? Are they just worrying what the fuck's gone on? Is it just what is it?
Okay. So, with your passive perception, you see that there are a lot of druids that are almost in a ring around the walls before you can, or the vine walls, if you like, before you can get into the actual grove to see the tree. And Edgius, as you approach to go into the grove, you are stopped by a number of druids.
I was instructed to plant this by a god.
So, sorry, nobody is coming in today. Not right now. Not until celebration. Preparations underway.
30 seconds. And
No.
look, dude.
No.
I will even.
No. Just no.
Okay. What's your name?
Not important. Please come back later.
Okay, so
Okay,
if I
bro.
then
Okay.
go up to this guy. Hey, I'm sorry. What is going on here? Is everybody okay? I say this quite quietly.
Yes, everything's fine. Just some hiccups with the festival, but we'll get to it tonight. And if you tell you what, come back later, we'll have a discussion, and then we can sort out whatever it is you needed.
These fucking druids are rude. Oh, hey, what are you guys talking about?
Jewel will go into her bag and pull out the not fully completed, it's mostly completed scroll. I just don't think we need to put a stamp on it, but it's basically what Jewel created to be we're on a mission. So she'll pull that out. As you can see by this, we are actually on we are investigating certain things. As you can see from this transcript, we may be able to help.
What are you proposing?
We are looking for anything out of the ordinary, anything particularly unusual, shadows, portals, if there is anything that has perhaps happened, anything like this, seeing things you shouldn't have. It is exactly down the road for what we are doing. I want to insight him as to anything that I've said that he glances
make an
at.
insight check.
You know, that he's suddenly thinking about, that's not bad. I have that many windows open. Hang on. Insight. 23.
23. You say a lot of things there, but the thing that sort of catches his attention is shadows and things out of the ordinary. Look, I don't mean to be rude, but we've got lots to do before this evening. I appreciate you asking to help. Hopefully there's some hiccups or delays in preparations. Once we've ironed them out, then we can have a conversation, and look, maybe I'll be able to help you with your little wording problem, and maybe you can in turn help us with just making sure whatever's going on doesn't happen again or get any worse. Deal?
That is understandable. Totally. I'll If you need anything...
I've only just come back. Apologies. My colleagues here are clearly, explaining to you the situation. We've been sent on official business here to the city where we are investigating phenomena of sorts. Along with that, we have some official questions that need to be asked officially. And furthermore, we are offering our services to you as a side thing. That's us being nice. Us saying that we're willing to help kind of work out the kinks for whatever festival you have going on.
I totally understand. I believe this man has far too much work to do. I am sure they are going to be fine this evening, and we shall be able to come back. We will be able to look after ourselves for the day. So please, good sir, have a good time. I am sure everything is going to go well. If you do need us, we shall be around, so I'm sure you will not be able to miss us.
Sorry, I got Ferdinand's name here, but not yourself, and not yourself even.
I'll tell you my name if you tell me yours.
I can't get into my note program to put the druid name.
My name is Jewel, and we are the Planar Detective Agency.
Oh, we're using real names now?
If you need any help.
Found it. Always trust the phone. Sorry, my name is Brom of the Moors.
Brom, it is a pleasure.
And you also, Jewel, Ferdinand, and...
My name is Sir Bones, Detective Bones, actually, to you.
Detective Bones. Now you've mentioned your detectives, don't go too far. Maybe I'll come find you.
We shall be in the area, I am sure.
Well, we definitely have some questions we need answering officially from official business that we have officially been sent on by official people. So
you have to understand it is official.
We will make sure whether it's today or tomorrow, we'll find you because we're detectives.
I'm gonna be here. It won't be hard. But sure, official answers for your official questions about your official duties. Now I need to go and officially set up this official festival and officially let you go.
Have a good day.
Fully understand.
And
good day to you. I think that went really well, guys. Nice job. Everyone played their role perfectly.
I personally think we're on the verge of pissing him off.
I'm confused why I am an alias and you are yourself and you are yourself.
Lex, I believe that it is possibly fine for you to use your name here. Unless you will disagree and want to keep using aliases, but we are I
have one question.
Yes.
Why does nobody introduce me?
Your cock is hanging out.
Brom, this is Callum,
it's
by
not.
the way. This is Callum, by the way.
Brom is gone. Brom is just wandering off. Just to,
see you
it's
later.
It's fine. Yes, don't worry. I'm not that sensitive. It's fine.
Well, you obviously brought it up, so you must obviously a little bit sensitive.
Here, pastry for you.
Ooh, yes, don't mind if I do.
Considering there's danger in giving out your name that I found out after I gave my name to the Fae, I'm obviously curious. Well, I'm cautious about giving out your name without your permission. So that's my excuse.
I assume you're not talking to me. You're talking to Callum.
Yeah.
I assume. Yeah.
I apologise for the whole Fae debacle. At some point, we will figure out whatever went on there, and we will deal with it. But yes.
I need to Jewel. You know,
Yes.
Tonight when we're done doing all like the work shit and we've got a bit of downtime. You know how you do that like that. kind of like disappear into like nothing, kind of thing. Would you? I'm not sure if I have to do it personally, but I need to plant one of my seeds, or I want to plant one of my seeds at the tree, and this dick of a druid, and he points over at the ginger druid that stopped him getting in, and he's like,
Had black. Ginger, yeah.
That guy was not having me go to plant my thing, so I would love if possibly later tonight you could like sneak, like wrap your cloak around both of us or something, and we like shuffle together, like to plant it or something. Anyway, just something I was thinking about.
Joel will respond, but before, DM, can Joel make a history check for how much he knows about any of the seasonal events that may happen around time? She did hear of it once, but I just want to know how much she knows about it.
About this particular festival?
Yeah.
Yeah, make me a history check then, please.
Edis is going to be dogging out the guy while Jewel is pensively thinking and just like, fuck you.
22.
Dogging means something different where I come from.
As in, like giving him the evil eye. Then we'll go with that. It's a fair point. I forget which country I'm in sometimes.
Fantastic stuff. Okay. Yes. On that note, so with a 22, you say?
Yeah.
With a 22, yes, you have heard many a story of the Greenheart Festival, which is the festival to celebrate Sil Arael. It is a time where a lot of dancing and song is performed by elves and druids alike, alongside this single dryad, which is the voice of the tree, or supposedly the voice of the tree. As per the legend that was told to you by the bartender from the Emerald Echo Tavern, it is said that the spirits of ancient dryads and long dead dryads dance through the city, extending the protection and renewing the bond between city and tree, dryad and tree. So it is a big deal. It's probably the biggest festival within Dryad's Gate, if not slightly wider into the Drymerian Forest itself. It is said that conceptions on this night tend to birth children with unique abilities and unique quirks. Marriage ceremonies that are performed on this night also have unique tweaks or unique features throughout not only the ceremony but into the marriage and beyond. You also heard one rumour that to break that bond forged under the moon of the Greenheart Festival comes with serious consequences, as your union has been blessed by a dryad and the spirit of the tree.
Well, just considering the festivals that they are working towards tonight, I am not really surprised that we could not get towards the tree. Obviously, we were hoping. It is a very important thing for today, so I think they are just simply preparing. I would say, as soon as this is over, it is just poor timing on our part. As soon as this is over, we will be able to plant it, and it will mean a great deal to them. It is interesting. I am sure that around today we might find many parties and celebrations. Some weddings. All these types of things. I think you will find many of them. Being it that it is not an exact date, it varies. Because it is more down to the tree, but it is the rough time of the calendar. People try and book weddings and parties around this time, and obviously a few are lucky enough to have it on the day, and there are a great many things as to why that is a good thing to happen. So, I think it is merely like, yes, they are getting ready, and we cannot get in. So,
Look. I understand festival protocol, and I will come back later because, it's the moonlight is meant to be good, and, I made a promise. But,
of course, it is a good idea to check that the moonlight will actually fall upon here, and I agree with you, getting rid of that seed is of primary importance.
Well, I have 3 of them. This is just numero uno out of the 3. But
showing commitment then is an important thing.
Exactly. I'm trying to play into her hand because she was beautiful. I think it was less about what the guy said to me and more about how he said it to me. As Edges looks back over and is like, to the fucking guy over the way.
Speaking of, body language and how you get on with people, perhaps that won't help?
You know what? You're right. I forget that we're on official business. I'm sorry. It's just my inner fuck the establishment just comes out every now and
I
then.
totally understand.
I just
and look, considering that we have establishment from cities across the continent who also want our head on a stake, I am very much heading towards your way of thinking. But for now, yes, let's keep on that professional line and let us try our best to keep on the better side of them. They will happily give us more if we ply them with drink and connections and wanting to know them than tying them to a chair, throwing candle wax in their face and, telling them they need to tell us the information. That is when it is going to be, we're not going to get the amazing, details.
So, putting that minor torture aside for 1 minute.
Right?
Yeah. Considering we got attacked last night and our primary objective was to protect Gibbon's place, if we can't do that right now, shouldn't we then pivot to try and find this shadow assassin, or the person who sent the shadow assassin in town?
I mean, possibly. I think it is definitely something. If we have nothing else to do, we should give it a go. I have not seen anybody untoward around our area, and I have had a good long look during the evening and this morning. I would simply say, unfortunately, until it is warded, we are going to have to take watch.
Do you think you could use your crystal to try and reverse sense the guy if you think it's the same person? Edges.
Oh.
Are we still going with the line of questioning that they were after you and not us? Is that our current theory?
They passed me to get to Edgius. Possibly if they came in the locked door, I don't understand that, so I don't know.
I'm more than happy to give it a try. I'm happy. I was just gonna say, shit. Well, if we're not gonna be doing work today, do we want to, get a little bit silly and enjoy the festival for a couple hours? Maybe try some food, meet some local people, try some local customs, that kind of thing. Or are we thinking like I said, I'm happy to go give that a try, but all I'm really saying is I hope I get drunk enough to punch that dick over there later tonight. But that can come later.
That certainly took a left direction in the meaning of what you want to do shortly. However, I do have an idea that follows what you want to do, Edius. So. We enjoy the festivities, or more precisely, you all do. You enjoy the festivities, you see what is going on, and you do keep an eye on everybody. Perhaps you might also see the individual who is coming after you. Make it, not too obvious, but do not hide in the shadows. Make yourself known. If that is, what we are all believing is they are after you, Edgius, we want to make sure that they know where you are. I, on the other hand, can then be on watch and seeing if there is anyone who is not following the standard path of those going towards the festival. How does that sound?
You know what I've heard? Right, so back where I'm from in Unity City, a lot of vendors and new merchants and new businesses will often use festivals and things like that as times to market themselves and gain some, like, you know, a more solid customer base. Maybe actually what we do is me, Lex, and Callum, you know, go door to door and we start, you know, just letting people know that there's a detective agency in town now. If there's any sort of wigwams, you know, ghastlies, or, you know, ghouls, or, you know, anything like that, you know, they need taken care of, or even just, you know, missing sock. You know, I'm sure we could, you know, offer our services. We were saying we need some coin to pay Gibbons, so why not let this place know who and what we do, as well as then, you know, there's nothing more obvious and more apparent and out in front of people than being like, hey, this is us, you know, so that way we could follow along with your idea. We could be out in public marketing like 3 birds with like half a stone.
Lex, what do you think? Are you happy to go along door to door?
Well, I also think that if we're going and asking, promoting who we are, in return, they might then tell us about some weird goings on. Like the Druid intimated that there was something weird going on. So if we're speaking to people, that we might get more information, and it'll either be linked to our shadow case, where the portals and all of that, or it links to the shadow assassin. Either way, it might actually give us some leads without looking too interrogatory.
Or the M word.
The M word.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Perhaps, but again, I would not push that information out willingly. I would wait until someone else has that information.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, were you saying murder?
Callum, what the
Yes, a murder of crows.
Oh,
has just
sorry.
thrown over
yes, the crows. Yes. Oh my goodness! How lucky! You don't see that on
Callum, quick thinking, just
day.
minor illusions. A quick murder of crows, like shit. Sorry.
And I'm gonna point to the dickhead druid and be like, "See that? Crows! Fuck you!" Turn back to the group.
Should we just roll initiative for this druid? Let's fuck him up.
Okay, very good. So it sounds like we've got a bit of a plan.
How well sighted he is. Go on. Sorry. Apologies.
He's currently got his back turned and sort of is off dealing with.
He's also level
whatever
20, so don't fuck with him.
Yeah. Suddenly turns into an owlbear and just destroys you.
So I am basically going to give you the opportunity for some downtime until the evening, unless there's anything else specific you wanted to do. So if you want to go door to door and sort of leaflet, say again, sorry, attune to your coat. Yeah, attunement. You can do all that bollocks. Reattune, unattune, fully attune.
Yeah, that'd be a good point. I will do that as well. So I'm actually getting rid of the defender short sword. Not getting rid, but I'm disattuning. Unattuning.
You're unattuning to the defender.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know.
Very good. So you spend sort of an afternoon keeping watch, but also canvassing and leafleting the area, basically. And you get a few people sort of, and you find an old deer who's, we once had a kitten, you know, and she went missing. Do you think you can find her for me? Only to then find out this was 50 years ago.
The Planar Detective Agency is on it. We will be right on that for you, Mrs. Deirdre. That would be our absolute pleasure. I'll get my best man, Callum, and I'm going to point down the line to Callum. He will get on that straight away.
And Callum then goes into a whole spiel about asking for details of this kitten and what it looked like, and the conversation goes on for a bit, with the rest of you all just looking there like, Callum, dude, move on.
Jewel will,
as eventually looks over and goes, and so yes, I will do my utmost to help.
But most. Jewel will stay different, away from the group, not be involved in the door-to-door salesman, and will have her hood up, keeping an eye on anyone who's looking for the group, and will try and keep vantage points, so high vantage points, whether it be rooftops, branches, stuff like that, Just trying to keep.
So you actually make use of the skyways, the rope walkways, or the wood and rope walkways that sort of traverse across the city, and just keep above your allies as they go door to door and canvass the area. And you can see everybody seems to be getting set up for this festival. Now, the further away you get from the tree, there is more of a hustle and bustle, and more of an excitement around it, as they have not got close to the tree yet to understand some of the strange goings on, if you like. So there is now a sense of excitement and a buzz. Anything else specific anybody wishes to do?
Yeah, I'll ask Mrs. Deirdre if she's seen anything out of the normal, because old women are always looking out their windows, you know, and keeping a watch, you know, of their houses in their neighborhood and stuff like that. So I'll ask her if she's seen anything. And then the other thing is there a spell shop, a shop that sells scrolls or spells or anything like that in town?
You can certainly go and find one. The answer to that question is yes. But as you speak to Mrs. Deirdre, as she is now affectionately called, about strange goings on,
well, I've no, there's you new folks, which I don't suppose that's that strange, but I've never had people knocking on my door before. And there's this strange shadow that keeps going all across this walkway up here. You seen it? It's like flashes of red and then darkness and then flashes of red and then darkness.
This tea is delightful, first of all. Second of all, we're the door-to-door thing. Yeah, you know, we're a proactive team, you know, and that really shows. We're here at your door instead of waiting you come into. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, we're doing a great job in terms of that. You see, has there been anything leading up to the festival, or even, you know, last night? Did you, you know, I'm not sure what time you went to bed, Mrs. Deirdre. Did you happen to see anything odd last night? This is official business, by the way. The reason I'm asking, it's official, just so you know.
Oh, it's official. Well, let me think if it's official. I went to bed before sunrise, sunset, and then woke just after sunrise. I don't remember seeing anything strange in my bedroom. Well, not unless you're offering.
The tea's been wonderful. We're actually, the time. Look at the, golly, we have to be on. My partner Lex is next door, and we need to go meet with him to continue our marketing. But this has been just delightful, Mrs. Deirdre, and you truly are the most gracious of hosts and most generous of women I have met in my life, and not to mention a beautiful woman at that. Well, you must be what, 23, 24?
You might as well add 100 onto that.
Oh, you don't look
speaking to an elven elderly female.
You don't look a day over, but we'll be on our way.
Well, you're mighty fine handsome yourself, my old husband Reggie. Well, if he'd not gone to war and died, all those years. Did I have a husband? Hey, you're busy. Listen, I'll tell all my friends about the Danger Protection Agency, and we'll go from there, and hopefully you'll be getting more business.
He's nailed it.
What would we do without you, Mrs. Deirdre? What would we do without you is the real question.
Well, if you're ever needing a receptionist or an assistant, I'm always looking for work.
I cannot tell you how much I want you to be our receptionist. However, at the moment, income is low, hence the marketing. But do you know what? Give us a month, and I would be more than happy to circle back to you, because I feel like, personally, there's not a chance that you could mislay something or write the wrong number or anything whatsoever. I am fully confident that your admin skills would be exactly what me and my team are looking for.
Out of game,
Well, you know
can I
where
just
to
say that
find me, but-
officially she is now going to be our receptionist. It's canon. It's going to happen 100%. There is no arguments. No.
Have you seen the movie Sing? You know the lizard old lady
Yeah.
who
Yes.
looks.
Yes.
She's going to be like that. She's going to be like that.
So
Listen, I'm stopping you from getting back to your friend Dex, so you go do that, and then
Fuck.
I'll be here later when you need me.
Best receptionist.
we are so excited to see Dex, and you, Mrs. Deirdre, a delight. Catch you on the flip side, Planar Detective Agency. We out of here. And Edgius is going to back out of the door and close her door in front of her face for her, and just look to Callum and go, "Fuck me."
Bye.
And you've probably been sat in there for a good hour and a half listening to this old lady
exactly.
chunter on.
We've eaten a shit ton of shortbread. It's been it's been delightful. Let's go see if Lex has got any luck next door. Oh, is that spell shop? What's the Callum? My eyes are bad. What's the name of that shop over there?
Flicking between notes.
You just wanted to read through
Callum's
all his
there,
notes
just sort
while
of-
he's got tunnel vision. You're mean.
Yeah, I know. It's hard work as well. I'm not going to hide.
This is Deirdre the BB.
Yes. So sorry. You see a sign that reads Sol Brackard's Scrolls and Sorceress Sundries.
That is
Callum just goes.
That's why
That's where you
we're
need to
doing
go.
a great job with the Planar Detective Agency. That shit's easy to say. I don't know what the fuck you just said, Callum, but let's get Lex, or actually, you go join Lex. I'm gonna break off there. You go join Lex and see how he's getting on. I'll catch up with you in a minute. I'm just trying to expand my spell
for the rest
knowledge.
of the week.
Oh my god, that's a great idea. And we'll pretend like he's the one who's hearing it weird, and it's not us. We're actually calling him Lex, and we'll gaslight him. That's the word that the kids are using these days.
There was me thinking that was one of these newfangled things they have lighting the streets in, Union City and places like that. Anyway, yes, carry on. I'll go find Dex, and you go buy some scrolls and sorcerer's sundries.
Yeah, sounds phenomenal. Catch you on the flip side.
Callum disappears off.
Beautiful. I'll let you transition over to Lex.
As Callum is coming to the house, I'm coming out looking dishevelled, going, no information, but their little girl did redo my hair.
And that is a beautiful plait. I'm insanely
I'm
jealous,
festival
actually,
ready now.
and I should really grow my hair
Yeah.
out. Ooh, I clipped the bad ear. Don't touch your hair, Matt.
Yeah, so
There we go.
I'm now festival ready apparently, but she hasn't seen anything weird happening.
You've never looked more stunning, darling. Listen, Dex, where to next?
So, did you just call me Dex?
No, I called you Lex, darling. You're obviously hearing things. Yes,
Oh,
where are we going
hang
to?
on. Well, I was thinking we'd go down this street. There seems to be a gathering of people here. It might be a good place to promote our services.
But by all means, I will follow your lead, darling.
I will follow you.
Follow him wherever he
Did you hear that strange singing? Maybe the festival's starting already.
Sister Act, what a movie! What a movie they are.
It is a fucking great movie as well.
What a
I never thought I heard
Pop culture reference for the ages there.
genuinely never thought I'd hear that come out of this group. Incredible.
Oh man, aging ourselves.
Sister Act 1 and 2 are cinematic masterpieces.
We have eclectic tastes amongst this group.
I don't know what you're talking about. We'd look absolutely fine and normal.
I could actually probably sing the whole of the choir bit at the end, but I'm not going to.
Hang on, where's
I'm
the
gonna
full
walk
screen
to
of
this
Danny?
choir bit.
Where is it? Where is it?
I was going to make you sing the high pitch bit from Sister Act 2 where the kid just turns around and absolutely nails that high note.
Yeah, I would, but I just rolled a 2 on performance, so I'm not going to bother.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, you fucked that one. So as you sort of try and join the singing, as Lex and Callum approach this group, then they all turn around and go, "The bloody hell is this?"
We're just trying to get into the festival spirit, obviously.
Maybe leave the singing to the elves and the druids. They are apparently better.
Yeah.
But still, it is good to have newcomers here for the festival.
Do you like my hair?
It is beautiful. It's a very beautiful shade of purple. You do not see this very often in Dryads. We tend to keep things quite... Is this your natural hair color?
Yeah.
Well,
this is...
I was about to say we keep things quite natural, but it is beautiful.
Thank you. While we're talking, nice to meet you, by the way. I'm... Ferdinand.
This is Dex, or alternatively Ferdinand, which is his middle name.
Lex for short. Yeah.
Yes. I'm Callum.
He's Callum. He introduces himself. I don't need to do that. And you are?
Me? I am L-O-N.
L-O-N.
L-O-N. Yes.
L-O-N.
Like hello, but L-O.
Hello.
N.
Hello.
L-O-N.
L-O-N. Helen. Am I saying it right?
Lex, darling, just move on from the name, maybe.
Sorry. Yeah. Anyway. L-O-N. I was hoping
L-O-N,
to promote art. Yes, L-O-N. I will not keep saying it. I'm getting myself all jangled. I'm hoping that we may be of use to each other. I want to promote our services as the new Planar Detective Agency, newly established in Dryads Gate, and I'm hoping that we may be of service to you if you have any weird goings on, anything going missing, any people going missing, any investigations you want us to undertake on your behalf. We'd be happy to provide service.
Oh, well, now you mention it, maybe it's not, maybe she's not been gone that long, maybe she just wanted... My sister, Celowen, has... she was helping... No, Celowen. Like me, L-O-N? Celowen.
That's exactly what I said.
The L is getting to me. Yes, she went off to go and help with the preparations for today, last night, the beginnings, and we have not seen her since. She is one of the most distinguished, I think is the word, in common, distinguished vocalists in all of Dryads Gate.
And she's been missing since this morning, or last night.
Well, last night she did not come home. I just assumed the preparations were taking longer than normal, but even now she would have come back for breakfast and, well, lunch and afternoon tea and whatever else.
Does this coincide with any other...
She would have come back for food by now.
Does this coincide with any other weird disturbances? Has she been having any weird dreams?
This is what we were all just discussing. They're not just my sister, but this is Ilindor, his wife, who is also a singer. She has gone missing. And this is Torian, and his daughter has gone missing.
Is she also a vocalist?
And you see, these are 3 elves who were in discussion, and Torian is just going to look at them. Yes, my daughter was also a vocalist. She was one of the youngest within our elvish choir, if you like, within Dryads Gate.
So 3 singers have all gone missing since last night, or have not returned home yet. That can't be a coincidence.
Hence we were discussing this right now until you... Well, I guess you interrupted, but no. You are offering to help, so no interruption.
Would you like me to potentially look into this? Has anything weird also been happening in the run-up to them not coming home? Were they acting strange, talking about hearing weird voices or having weird dreams, anything like that?
not weird voices, but now you mention it, the song they were singing is not the usual one we hear around this time of the year. It was strange, it was sorrowful, it was, how you say, sad, mournful.
Okay. And where were they last seen? That's where I'll stop my investigation.
Heading off towards the oak.
The tree.
To Sirarea.
Okay.
Yes, the tree. The green hut.
Because the Druids also said they'd had some weird delays to their proceedings, so maybe they're linked. So that's a good line of inquiry for me to start.
Well, we will not get our pitchforks out just yet. If you are distinguished detectives, as you say, we will leave this to you for now, and let's see what you are able to do.
Consider us on the case. And I'll do a little parting bow and try and meet back up with Edgius and Jewel to let them know we've got a case and a potential lead and something juicy.
Very good. Jewel, what are you doing in this moment then, other than keeping watch?
Pretty much keeping watch, but I suppose would also be very much looking at I would also be looking at the group, have they got any information, sort of thing, and then, I don't know, trying to look up for me. So if I do get that impression that they have now done so, I would probably try and go down. But yeah, I have just been looking, is there anyone who's keeping like 50, 60 feet away from the group and just stalking them?
Also, Edgius splits off as well at one point, so you would see me off by myself as well, which would, if you were looking, would give you a clear answer if someone was following me in particular.
Yeah, and in fact, knowing that it is Edgius actually that we're really looking at, I probably would actually keep my eye on Edgius, so I may miss Lex for a little bit. But yeah,
that's fine.
So that will be a perception check.
Perception.
19.
Hell yeah.
19. Yet again, there is that feeling of being watched.
Sake.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
God damn it.
But you see nothing. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nobody suspicious. In fact, the most suspicious is probably your group.
Yeah.
Hey. I look fabulous,
And
darling.
then you just see people going about their day, sort of creating these decorations, putting these plaques out, lighting candles, and maybe putting some of these strange bioluminescent fungi in a certain arrangement to light their doors, and actually light these garlands that go around the doors and the windows and bits like that. I will say, as we start to get towards the end of the day, as you sort of prod around now, there is as you look back towards the centre of the city from your height and with that perception check, the air feels a little bit cooler, but also a little bit denser, and you start to hear this eerie song just on the breeze, faintly, as the sun begins to set.
You say eerie song, does it give me that just sort of weird, like, shiver? It's not, I'm like, hang on a minute, this is not quite right from what I remember. I'm aware of, or is it just, it's a creepy song and that must be what the festival's about?
Doesn't sound like a song that would usually be sung at a festival of celebration. Put it that way.
Can I look around for everyone else's, therefore, sort of response to them hearing it?
So you notice that as you look towards the centre, it's actually, there's a fewer and fewer people there than you would expect, and you actually see some people sort of turning away.
Are any of them the one of the guy that we met? I can't remember his name. Sorry.
Which, the Druids or the Elves?
Yeah, the guy that Jewel actually spoke to specifically.
Of the marshes.
Yeah, of the marshes.
Brim of the marshes.
Yeah.
Brom of the
Brom.
marshes.
Brom. Yeah.
Brom of the Moors.
Brom of the moors.
It was a hell of a lot closer than me, Edgy, so I was thinking it was like
You're probably a
Rohirrim
little
of
bit
the...
too far away. Yeah, Rohirrim of the Helm's Deep. Yeah. You're probably too far away to really see Brom and the other druids right now, but you do notice that where you would have been expecting at night and as the sun fell for this place to come alive, it's almost like the opposite is happening.
Okay. I'm going to make a rapid descent down to the group.
Okay. As you do that, then Edgius, you have disappeared into the Scroll and Sorcerer's Sundry's shop, and you see a middle-aged-ish looking elf in there, female, which is not surprising, but we've had very few female NPCs, so we're going to go with another one. But she is stunningly beautiful, wears sort of these green robes, has very piercing green eyes and this sort of reddish brown hair that just shit when I'm not locking my ear off properly. There we go. Callum's having issues tonight. Yeah, this reddish hair which is sort of down but tied in a half plait around the back as well. And she just turns. Good evening, or good afternoon, sorry.
Good afternoon to you, my quintessenceness. It is a absolute pleasure to meet you. My name is Edgius Bones. I am a detective here on business, but I've entered your shop, which from the outside, let me just say, your window display of that water feature with the floating jug, pouring the water, I don't know how you're doing it, spectacular. I must have stood and looked at it for 3 minutes before coming in. It truly caught my eye.
Unseen servants are fantastic things.
Fucking genius. I love it. Absolutely love it. Now, I have 2 questions for you. The first one is in regards to my own powers, and the second is in regards to powers I'm hoping to acquire. Now, though I am a detective, I come with no coin today, but I wish to make a trade with you, possibly for a scroll that one could use to practice and potentially learn a spell over time with. Basically, I have a friend, very good friend, who bested me in a recent sparring session using a certain misty step, I believe is what he called it. Do you, by chance, happen to have said spell? I would very much like to pull one over on him next time we spar, if I could.
Yes, Misty Step is, well, we sometimes call it Fey Step or Far Step, but yes, the spell, yes, I can probably note it down out of one of the books and create the scroll for you if you wish, but I do have a couple of Misty Step scrolls lying around, I believe.
I just need one that I could learn off of. It's not one that I want to, use to actually conjure the magic. I would like to learn it myself so that, we become more equal in our sparring sessions for future.
Certainly. Would you like me to, rather than place the magic into a scroll, would you like me to just copy it down onto parchment for you then? Would that suffice?
That would be perfect. I'm not sure what you would need me to trade for such information because, knowledge is, at the end of the day, money, and money is knowledge. Someone once said.
Well, I think if you were purchasing the scroll, this would be a different conversation, but seeing as you just want the spell, and I mean, it's just more my time, and I could say, 50 gold for that?
I have something to trade with you that I think would be of your liking.
Your reaction was all I needed there, my friend. It was more of a test of your...
I see. You got me. Fucking... You as clever and as sneaky as you are, beautiful indeed.
Thank you. Yes, well, it's just parchment and ink. What do you want to call it? 1 silver, or I'd even go as low as 5 copper, to be honest. It's not too bad.
How about this? I will give you something, and hopefully it can buy me something in the future as well. I'll take the spell from you now, a small question afterwards, and then maybe it can buy me something in the future. And he's gonna pull out that ornate copper dagger that he found earlier from the, I think it was the fucking hyena dudes. And is going to be like, I'm not sure if this would fetch me much, both here now in this moment and also possibly in the future, as it seems like it would be a little bit more than a couple of silver or copper in of itself.
Well, it is very beautiful. Room for
A family
gemstone,
heirloom.
maybe. Yes, I think I can enchant this, and make me a persuasion check, please.
Oh. Oh, yes, I've been waiting. I've been fucking waiting for a perception check.
Persuasion.
Oh, of course, and the dice have been waiting to fuck me. That is, fuck's sake, that's a 6. Oh no, sorry, that is a 9. That's a 9.
Well, this will certainly get you the parchment and a question. I suppose we'll have to really see what that question is as to whether it will buy you anything in the future.
That sounds super reasonable. The question, while you note down that spell, is a friend of mine, another good friend of mine, we'll call him Dex, had this idea. He earlier in his life had this weird moment where he was killed and powers were then passed to him, and he then survived and somehow retained the magical energy of the person he was fighting when he died. Now, my question for poor Dex, because he's been suffering with stuff, is he feels like this person is almost like following them, haunting them, almost kneading away at every single thought in the back of his mind all the freaking time. And my question is, if he were to want to find this person, would there be a way to almost reverse engineer some sort of connection between the two's magic as it was passed from one person to another?
Roll me a deception check first, please.
Fuck. Come on, baby. Son of a bitch. That's a 9. Fuck me.
She's going to stare at you for a moment, and then the corner of her mouth is just going to lift up. It's a very interesting way to come about powers. I shall have to speak more to your friend Dex, I think. But your friend must have had some connection to this individual. Have you tried divination magic?
Is there a spell in particular, or just simply trying to summon upon divination itself?
The whole idea of divination magic is to divine information about one thing or another, and if you are seeking information on an individual, then there are things like scrying spells or similar to see the individual. So if this is something you're interested in, then services I can provide for a fee.
How much would a scrying spell scroll, or possibly a treatment from yourself, more time with you, whatever, I like, if you wanted to, help me through some sort of ritual casting, or something like that. And I don't know. I'm just, and by me I mean my friend Dex is what I was inferring when I said me.
Your good friend Dex. Well, to buy a scroll of scrying is more expensive than Misty Step itself as a spell.
you're probably looking more along the lines of probably around 650 gold, something for that. My magic is much more available, so my prices have had to come down in recent years. Since then, I used to sell scrolls of scrying for over 1,000 gold, but now everybody and their mum can do it. Listen, so
Everyone
yes,
in
if
their,
it's more
should
around,
I ask the mums?
it's more of a saying, darling. If it's more of a service, then I'd probably be willing to look at around 100, 200 gold, depending on how well you know this individual, or how well your friend, knows this individual, and therefore how difficult the spell would be.
Do you take deposits?
I was waiting for Danny to smirk at that one.
No, I'm a changed man.
That works. As in a small fee up front and then the rest of the payment later? Absolutely.
And how long is later as such?
I'm fairly flexible on that front, to be honest.
Fantastic. Okay. Edgius is going to reach into his boot where he keeps his very secret stash of coins that he keeps on him, and he's going to pull out from his secret stash that he keeps like in the sole of his boot. He's going to pull out 5 gold pieces and put them on the counter and say, "This is all I have on me currently. I would be happy to pay the rest for that scrying scroll. With that also, as I said, I'm a detective. If you wanted a reciprocation of, for example, services, I would be more than happy to solve any problems or mysteries you have as well. That's something we could do. But for the time being, deposit, I'll come back, bring you the rest of the money, my friend, and he'll thank you."
She takes the 5 gold and slides it back. I'm not one to take every coin off a gentleman, so I will take the dagger. We will call that your deposit. And I'm interested to meet your friend Dex and discuss with them in more detail. So, yes.
He dropped the coins and he's putting back in his shoe.
Yeah, drop the coins.
Oh, shit, fucking whoops. Edgius is going to be like, I didn't catch your name, though I feel like I've known you for a long while. Very, very odd.
My name is L'Oreal.
Because she's worth it.
Dude. Danny, what was the
Enchantress.
Yeah.
No, it's not her, because she ended up being fucking one of the Sealy Queens in the end, didn't she? Spoiler alert for campaign 1.
Queen Titania herself.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was getting
Tried
vibes.
to shag her many a time. Campaign 1.
So did
Campaign
Ander.
1 NPC, just to be on the safe side,
Yeah.
just so you're fully clued up there.
L'Oreal, it has truly been an honor and a pleasure, and I look forward to possibly great. It would be my honor to do some work for you, actually, as you've been so kind for me. Please, we are currently, our office is above Gibbons' tailoring shop down the road. I'm sure you've...
A lovely tailor.
Phenomenal indeed. And garments as beautiful as your face, I would say.
Garments that he made, as she points to her dress.
No wonder they are illuminating you in such a manner that is just perfectly form-fitting and incredibly radiant. Maybe sometime after work we could I don't know, get a coffee and get to know one another a little bit better.
Right.
It's been
Perhaps.
a while for me since I've had a chance to talk to anyone one-on-one, you know, that kind of thing. It's been a couple of years that I've been on the road kind of working, you know. Thought it'd be nice to make a friend in a new city.
Let's settle our business first, and then perhaps we will go and get that coffee.
Business, pleasure, separate. I like your style. Wonderful. Thank you for the scroll. Here's the dagger. He's going to slide the dagger over. One final thing. And actually, you know what? We'll save it for another day. Thank you for your time. And L'Oreal, I will tell you now, this was 100% worth it. And I am so thankful for the time. And Edgius will grab the scrying scroll, and will also grab the parchment with Misty Step, and back out as he gets to the door. He will bow, opening the door with his caboose as he does, and will then back out with his hand kind of waving, and then be like, "Milady," and as he does that, he's going to trip and kind of make a bit of a fool of himself, and kind of fumble a little bit as he turns out the door.
And she chuckles and has one of those very coy smiles as the door closes, and you disappear off to meet your friends. So, I think at that point we are going to take our break, and then when we come back for the second half, we will see what the rest of this evening in Dryads Gate has in store for us. Now, before we do that, as I said, the Eldritch Press have sponsored another giveaway for us. This time it is 3 of their PDFs, and I will just grab the titles before I completely butcher them. So where's Fletch? There he is. So yes, the 3 titles that will be available to the lucky winner are the Whispering Fen, Captain Shineheart's Gold, and the Gates of the Shadow Mage. They are 3 releases from the Eldritch Press, all built for 5th edition D&D.
They sound amazing.
To go and use and play with.
They sound amazing, and would also be amazing as fucking porn names as well, of like pornos. I just couldn't help myself.
Scrolls of adult enjoyment.
Love it. The Gates of the Shadow Mage, yes, absolutely. And the Whispering Fen. Very good. So,
the whispering,
on that bombshell,
the whispering glade.
Your question for this evening, in order to win that set of 3 PDFs, we will dump the question into the chat. Please answer in the chat to be in with a chance to win. The question you need to answer is, what is the name of the druid who asked the party to come back later, in conversation with Jewel and Lex?
And if you know, let us know, because you know me, I can't remember.
What was the name of the druid that told the party to come back later? So yes, good luck on that one, and we will see you all back here in a few minutes. There we go. So everybody's a little bit more comfortable now as well. I've taken the eyes out because they were annoying, but they look cool. So no, I'm glad we got
And I
them in
truly
the
wish
first
that I was still wearing the cape, but I was baking.
Yeah,
I've got the wig on
the
against my
same.
best
So the
judgment.
face paint is off, so it's not in his eyes. Very
Yeah,
good.
exactly. It was blinding.
We didn't get any competition entries, so we
I'll
will
have
roll
them.
it over to next week.
Hell yeah.
So,
Oh, happy days.
Roll
go from there.
Roll them. Fucking
Roll
roll
over
'em.
to next week.
It's because we didn't have
Very good.
JK in the chat to win them all. That's what happened.
No, indeed.
True.
Indeed. Excellent. Cool. So, having departed the Sorcerer's Sundries shop, you all now meet up as a group, with sort of Lex and Callum having just rounded the corner out after speaking to this group of elves. And Edge, you sort of join, exiting from the shop, and in this moment, Jewel, you just drop down.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a light thud, but a heavy one considering you know Jewel now. So she thuds to the side of you, stands up and goes,
Oh my god!
There is something happening.
Scared the shit out of me.
Yes, it is. There is something happening at the tree. People are running from it. I am guessing that is the way we need to go.
Yeah, we just took on a case. There's 3 missing singers, and they were heading towards the tree when they went missing.
As in they were going to be part of tonight's festivities?
Yeah, except they were singing a sad song instead of a joyful song, and that was apparently weird.
Well, higher up, there was some eerie music that I could hear because I was up there. Something is not right. We have got to go there now. Follow me.
Stars are aligned. Let's go.
Fantastic. Can we just solve the case of my missing colon after you appearing like that, Jewel? Fuck's sake.
Right?
Don't worry. I shall give you 0 warning next time.
You mean like every time?
Yeah. Very good. So Scooby-Doo running
used to it now, and he
the way.
didn't react as much as he usually does. He's getting used to Jules' comings and goings. Let's do this.
As you approach back towards the central tree, you can see the Druids are all gathered, hands held. It's almost like they're chanting something, and this chill just emanates out from the tree now. The air itself grows thick, grows dense, and you hear this eerie song, that same eerie song, Jewel, that you had heard on the wind, now ringing out as clear as anything in the night sky. Clouds have begun to form, blocking out the moonlight towards this tree. And as you approach, you can just hear the Druids muttering, or at least chanting in the Druidic language. As you approach, Brom sees you and sort of pulls 2 of the Druids together and connects their hands and turns to you. I think I should have come and found you sooner. Looks like you found us just in the nick of time.
Is there something happening right now?
There's more than something happening. The Druid has gone still. The Dryad has gone still. There's too much going on. This music, this song is not the song that anybody is meant to sing. The elves have gone missing, and we can see shadows and.
These are the elves that were meant to sing. These are the ones.
Yeah. Their mothers asked us to find them. These are the missing girls.
There's more. There were at least a dozen elvish singers due to sing the song to the Dryad tonight. All of them missing.
Where would they have gone before this? Would they have come here for practice?
Where's the green room?
Make me a perception check, everyone, please.
You've got to have a green room, right, for your singers? Shortly.
I'm sure they would have. I'm sure they would have come to the tree.
Around the tree.
13 for me.
Me.
This is a persuasion check. Bollocks.
Perception.
Perception. Sorry.
32 from Joel.
No, absolute. Okay, for her, garbage. 16.
16.
7.
13. 7. Let's load up. Verfleur. That's a 15 on the dice for a grand total of 15. So, Jewel and Callum, your eyes instantly just flick to the wall and the trees beyond, where there's these strange ghostly apparitions that seem to flit between the trees. But as you see them, they almost flick out and just beckon you closer.
I turn straight back to Brom. Bob, get everybody away from here and make sure that nobody comes nearby. You must protect everyone around this tree. Have you got
This is
this?
why we are here now, trying to keep whatever it is at bay.
Very good.
If you want to go in there, I'm not going to stop you, but
You would have a hard time trying. Lex, the portals, make sure you can see if there is any around here. Edgius, get ready, and Callum, this is going to get interesting. Let us go.
wonder if any other way.
Just before we go into
You
a
are-
certain peril, I will activate the new ability on my coat, which gives me an additional 12 temporary hit points
Oh boy.
There we
for the
go.
next hour.
You also still have mage armor on,
Yes.
which
You do?
I gave you
And-
last time.
And
Yeah,
everyone
I
has
gave
aid.
him last time.
Yeah.
And
Had to
then-
We'll
recast
say
aid during
you would have
the
had to
game that,
recast.
Yeah.
That's fine. You would have recast aid, so everybody still got aid.
Cop. So it was an extra 12, did you say, Lex?
I get 12 temporary hit
12
points, but I
temporary.
won't show on my. So I've got
No.
66.
live in the dream. Live in the dream.
How much for aid? How much temp for aid?
10. I use maximum
10.
hit point modifier for it. So you should have already had it from last session. I've just topped it up.
Beautiful. Yeah, you've got mage armor. I've using my patch to give myself mage armor as well. I'm gonna like rub the patch and feel armored, feel secure, feel. Do you know what? I feel the fucking rockitude flow through my fingers as I think back to one of the great bands of the past, and feel more secure. Where are we walking, by the way? So, in this area,
You are walking to the
is-
very place you wanted to go to previously.
earlier.
tree.
You
Beautiful. We're going
You
to
are
the
now
tree.
at the entrance to the grove where the tree is, yes.
Is there anything going on in front of us?
The druids are in what looks like a line
Around the tree,
extends
or
out.
is it?
chanting, well, around the walls that protect the entrance into this central area where
Okay.
the tree is. And they are chanting in Druidic, almost like they're casting some sort of spell or some sort of protection just to try and keep whatever is there in.
After understanding the clothes from Gibbons, Jewel will also mutter a word in Elven, and it you see that the clothing that had that sort of sheen and shine to it, like throughout, does sort of have a purple glow as it just goes across it. So she's gaining +1 AC.
Yes.
In
I'm obviously
addition,
feeling
for the
optimistic
next
about what's about to
10
happen.
minutes.
As we walk into the glade, or this open area, it just so happens that the ginger druid who stopped me going in earlier is stood by the entrance, and I'm gonna whip out my magnifying glass and click my fingers to ignite a flame ready to cast a firebolt if need be, and I'm gonna look at him and go, "Detective, asshole, I'm helping," and then I'm gonna walk in and with Jewel and Lex.
And he does not break concentration on his chanting, but you can see his eyes almost roll as you say this. Now, as you enter the grove, the first thing that strikes your vision is this gigantic oak tree. But it looks in no way, shape or form how you expected it to look. It looks like it's dying rapidly. Like the bark has begun to go white, and there's these tendrils of white that seems to creep up it. The leaves all seem to have shriveled and themselves gone white. There is this faint greenish eerie glow that comes from the base of the tree, and again you see these ghostly apparitions, which now you all look close and you all see them. They look like elves, and they all just beckon you closer.
Diamond formation.
I'm not quite sure how we. They said the spirits of the Dryads or the Druids come during this festival. Are we sure they're enemies?
I am going to trust them, Lex, that this is not normal. So, very similar to the portal we have seen before. I think something has been affected here. Not necessarily potentially tampered with, but I am going to assume something is not right, and either these are the same spirits, but they have been come through in the wrong way. So, be very careful. Let us try and find if there is a problem. But this may get ugly.
Callum, block the entrance. We'll go in. You cover the entrance.
I think the druids and the elves have that covered. I would like Callum with us, if that is okay.
Callum's going to minor illusion a brick wall.
Nice.
Let me just before it all kicks off. Let's just let me do something to help you guys out, and I'll take out a little vial of holy water, and I'll tip some powdered silver into it, and I'll mix it up, and I'll pour it all over my hands, and then I'll use my meta magic option to twin the spell, and I'll touch both of you and cast protection from evil and good.
Ooh.
That's concentration for 10 minutes. So aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, undead have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. You can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Fucking dabby dozies.
Fuck, dude.
Almost at the fucking pre-rescue right here.
And
good.
I'll be like, Jewel, do you want to take the lead? I'll be your second.
Yes, I personally, I'm going to be looking for anything that looks untoward, something that is broken. Yes, just anything that might be causing this effect. So I am going to be looking for weird aberrations, portals, cracks, crystals, you name it. I'm going to see if I can find this. I'm also going to be aware that we may get attacked at any moment.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can see any leads on the missing singers.
We'll start going in. I guess I guess me and Jewel will try and go ahead of Lex at least, just to keep Lex concentrating behind us.
Having a description of some of the missing girls, do any of the aberrations or ghosts look like them?
Great question.
Make me a perception check while everybody else makes me an investigation check.
And how far away are we from these aberrations? Are they all around? Are they near us, far away?
Apparitions, not aberrations. Ghostly apparitions. They seem to flick in between the tree lines, so it's not like they are immediately in your vicinity. It's like they're always on the edge of your visual periphery.
I rolled an 8.
An 8. Difficult to say. They look female and they look elvish, but other than that,
dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Good. Thank God for that, because I rolled a fucking 12.
Okay.
We are rolling.
Jewel, as you get closer with a dirty 20, you notice a figure, but stood almost statue still. And had you not been paying attention so well, you would have almost missed it. The skin is white and almost bark-like. The hair that you know must have once been rich and flowing is now dull, lifeless, and static. And you can see what is quite clearly the Dryad of this grove, just frozen almost in place. But it looks like the mouth is just moving slightly.
So, sorry, the Dryad of this place, do I understand that to be that it is a... So yeah, that is a elven-esque type person that would be looking after this area?
Make me a nature check with advantage, please.
And with that inclusive, nature check with advantage, is 15.
15, yes.
Yeah.
You would know that the Dryads, they're not elven looking, they look more like living or female beings that are just almost made of plants, and they usually
Sexy trees.
are attuned with the seasons as well, so they would look like a particular season. This one doesn't even look like winter, it just looks like death.
And you were saying, and we actually heard from Brom, the Dryad of the tree has gone missing. Is that right?
No. The Dryad of the tree,
Still.
there was something... Yeah, she was still.
She was still. Okay. Is there anything around this Dryad? You said that stationary and just whispery. Is
Or
there
it
anything
looked like her mouth was moving, at least.
yeah. Is there anything that they are looking at? Is there anything around them? Are they just standing in a circle of magic? What, is there anything that I can see with that?
So, with your unnatural 20, the only other thing you see is by the roots not far from where the Dryad is stood, still almost, there looks like there's a glowing rune or something carved into one of the roots.
Okay.
Can we perceive what language the druid is uttering from, though in slow motion?
So you're
can
away
we
from
perceive?
the druids now.
Sorry,
you're
not the
about
druid,
the
the
dryad.
dryad. Yeah, the dryad. My apologies. Yeah. Can we because their mouth is moving slowly? Can we is it like help me or like that kind of thing?
Do you have any capability of reading lips?
Not that I've written in my backstory or currently up until this moment.
Okay,
I was
then
simply just trying to read them from afar.
Make me a perception check, please.
Disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Felt about right. Yeah, that's about right. That's a 6.
Okay. So no, you can't make it out. But would you like to go closer?
Well, Jewel will point to Edgius and indicate with some fingers to go round, to basically circle round, and to go, and would also, make eye contact with Lex that we're doing that. So yeah.
Edges return to Lex and start.
Breakdancing.
And Edgius is going to start scurrying around the side.
By the way, guys, anyone on the podcast, that was hilarious. And I'm sorry you missed that.
Yeah, I recommend you go and watch the VOD.
What's that?
As the three of you run off, then Callum turns around and sees you in. Oh, fuck it! I'm coming, then, guys. Jesus. There he is again. Anyway,
Jesus.
you get closer to the Dryad and the tree. I'm going to ask anybody who wants to investigate the rune to make me an Arcana check, please. Anybody that wants to get closer to the Dryad, just let me know.
You said, sorry, let me just clarify. Was there also something on a nearby route?
No, that was the rune.
That was the rune. She's standing in this circle of magic. That's not the rune, or is it the rune?
So there was no circle of magic.
Okay.
She is stood next to the tree, statue still, apart from her mouth moving.
Fine, yeah.
There is an ethereal glow coming from this tree in general, a greenish glow, an eerie glow. And then the other thing you see is this rune that is almost pulsing golden of sorts.
I want to look for that because I'm thinking that something like that is the source of it. We saw this with other stuff before.
Maybe an Arcana check then, please.
Okay.
Lex, what are you doing?
So after not being able to determine whether the ghosts are people that are missing or not, I will start walking towards the vicinity of the Dryad to see if I can see the glow that's coming from the bottom of the tree, is there any weird things that could be like a planar disturbance, a rift, a tear, that sort of thing?
You make me an investigation check then, please. And Edge, what are you doing?
Edgius is sneaking around the back of the tree to try and get like an angle on the Dryad, almost like, you know, put gun to the back of the head kind of situation. So Edgius will definitely sneak up behind and begin approaching the Dryad itself. Also, round the tree, if there's anything else, like looking for someone hiding, or, you know, the person maybe ducking and wanting to jump out on us, but hopefully I whoopity-doop them with my sneak around the back.
Okay, what's your passive perception, please?
Ooh, that's a fun question. I love that. That is a 14.
14, good to know. Okay, Jewel, Arcana check.
I mean, it's just amazing. She loves magic, and it's her favourite subject in the world. It's a 6.
6. You have no idea what this rune does, nor what language it's written in.
Brilliant.
Lex,
We're amazing
investigation.
detectives.
Brace yourself.
Such bad detectives.
I rolled a 3.
Party!
Oh dear. You're so absorbed by everything going on, you forget almost what you're meant to be doing. And you've not meditated, you're exhausted, you wander up. Not sure what's going on. I think at one point you almost bump into Edgius. Edgius, your passive perception was?
It's a 14. I do have a passive investigation of an 18, though.
Okay. So we'll say with your passive investigation then, you notice that not far from the rune, it looks like there's almost an opening in the roots where this greenish glow seems to emanate out of. And then with your passive perception, as you approach and get closer to that Dryad, you can just hear words whispered. And those words are... slumber. The awakening. Slumber. Awakening.
I guess Edgius would probably go through kind of what he remembered being standard protocol of when you find a victim at a crime scene, and would basically be like, good day, person. It is, are you all right? Is everything okay? You keep talking about slumber and being awake. Is there something to that? What is your name? Do you remember your name?
Edgius, Lex.
You get no response other than those same whispered words.
I cannot understand this rune. What is going on?
This person keeps saying slumber and awake and slumber and awake. I'm not sure if that means anything to you guys. Here, let me have a peek at that rune quickly. Switch with me. Tag me in. Tag me out. And Edgius will swap with Jewel.
Edgius, did Edgius mention also there was something else in the tree? Did he mention that?
The opening.
The opening.
No. I was actually going to go and like peek at that with the rune when I went down to have a look at the rune, because it was next to it. Yeah. Apologies. Sorry. Yes, he's going to dive down and be like, interesting.
Okay.
Pull out his magnifying glass. Oh, I've got a magnifying glass. Holy shit! I'm going to pull a fucking magnifying glass to see this thing in more detail.
As you approach these roots, then this opening, you do see that there is an entryway big enough for a person to pass through and to go underneath the tree, almost like there's a chamber down here. Make me an Arcana check for the rune, please.
What? Fucking secret tree door. Finally. Oh my god. That's a 19.
19.
First good roll.
You would recognize this rune as when I can find it. It's a symbol that is an ancient druidic symbol. You've maybe read about it or been told in the past about it, but it's associated with a ritual that is used to enhance or rejuvenate nature. You do not get the impression from that this is causing the ill effects here. If anything, it's almost like it was placed to try and combat the effects.
Rune is good. It seems like a frozen in time slow-mo person did this to protect the tree, actually, and it's some sort of warding rune against the necroses that's happening to the tree. Also, Lex, there's an entryway here. Can you like kind of censor or maybe send Cog ahead to go have like a peer down or anything like that? Jewel, what's
is it a portal?
anything?
Is it like a portal?
Is it a
just like?
Is it a portal or is it a gap, GM?
Just like a cave opening.
Oh, okay.
Just like a cave opening or something like that.
Yeah. Cog, go investigate. Cog will go and have a look at the entrance.
Nice.
And Cog just sort of shoots down in and doesn't return.
Fuck.
Jewel, any luck? Any luck on your end?
You're muted, Dave.
I do not know what magic is as a hold of this poor individual. But we must keep going. I certainly cannot help this person.
I have nothing to help them either. I could possibly knock them unconscious so that they don't have to suffer if they are suffering. Are you suffering, sir?
Madam.
Oh, madam.
Awakening.
Cool. Let's leave them. Should we go see where Cog went?
Yes. I think we should, definitely.
Oh, actually, shit. Pause. Before we run down, Aegeus is going to cast a spell that he hasn't cast in a very long time, but after having a bit of a chat with himself about being a bit of an actual detective for fucking once, he's going to cast Zone of Truth on the guy who's in slow-mo. It's a 15-foot radius, like, the girl, sorry, in the zone. The creature, the Dryad plant person, and is going to turn to the creature and basically say, "What happened? Why are you here?" And I believe you've got to make. You create a magical zone, a deception against deception, a 15-foot radius centered on a point of choice. Spell ends. A creature enters the area for the first time or starts its turn there. It must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, it cannot tell a lie, basically. So, do you want to make a charisma save?
Yeah.
Or does it fail? Because he's chilling in time and space.
What's your save DC?
15.
Slumber. Awakening.
What's sleeping and what's waking up?
Aegeus, I think they are in a trance. I think we have got to go to this cave. Let us go.
Aegeus will click off the Zone of Truth and be like, fuck! And we'll follow after Jules as he looks back to the Druids at the door and is like, we've got it! We're sorting it. And we'll follow those guys down, I guess.
Very good then. So you can now load up Owlbear Rodeo if you like. Because as you enter down into this underbelly of the tree, you find this huge cavern, and there are roots down here that have begun to actually sprout leaves, bizarrely. And there is one giant root that extends down from the ceiling and itself has got subroots that break off, and there is a green glow that emanates from this root that illuminates the whole room. And the other thing that illuminates the whole room are these 4 ethereal, gigantic chains that extend towards a spectral individual. Dave, you can zoom in as far as you want on that image, and you should get a clear picture of the token. Because this
Dude,
was badass.
look at them! Evil 4! Look at that.
The individual you see before you is exactly as you can now see on screen. For those on the podcast, you see this individual that is not only these chains pierce the ethereal flesh of this very clearly druidic individual, this long hair, but they're also then laced with chains around their body as well, and sort of in this kneeling position in the center of what looks like an engraved circle of sorts, maybe almost marble. And yet again, the light from this, not stump, from the root just pulsing out.
So we've gone down and under into the earth, or are we in the tree?
Under the oak tree.
Beautiful.
You're in this undercroft, if you
Beautiful.
like, beneath the oak tree itself.
Beautiful.
What?
Who is that? Lex, you're muted.
I said something really insightful as well. No, then I was like, this obviously isn't part of the festival. This is the druid that they said was sick too. This has turned into a rescue mission.
Unless these chains clearly are magical in essence by their glow, they clearly are binding this person for a reason, and he's entrapped in some sort of ground circle, Lex. Let's not be too hasty here. Let's not be too hasty.
You think this might be the bad guy?
Possibly him trying to get out or something. What, Jewel? Sorry.
Yes, no, I was going to say, I don't understand. This is just a normal ritual. People would not understand this is down here. And I am really confused. This chained druid, are they immobile, just stationary, eyes closed?
The chains are pulled taut, so them moving seems...
Our entrance, their head
unlikely.
hasn't snapped up and looked at us. They're immobile.
Their head sort of hangs down. You can see them sort of... It's almost like they're breathing. And as you enter further into the chamber, their head would just sort of look up at you, and these greenish, ethereal, glowing eyes just sort of stare deeply at you.
Who are you? I will call it.
Who are you?
Just fucking straight
in with it. Love it.
Put that over on that screen. Just so I can make sure I've got that up as well. So as you shout, "Who are you?" it echoes out, and it's that sort of echo where it's almost shaped weirdly by the ethereal nature and the arcane nature under here, where it just sort of goes, "Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?" And the head just sort of looks up back to you. "Hello, sir."
Nope.
Inside check.
Make me an inside check, please. That's a big old nope.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big old nope anyway, but still an insight of dirty 20 again. I'm rolling great until we get into battle.
Doesn't seem like there's any ill intention from that word closer. There was more pain in it.
Okay. There's a glow also from the tree, not just from these chains. The tree root, not just from these chains.
The greenish glow you can see above.
Yeah.
This bit.
Yeah.
Is the glow from the tree.
And the chains are above. We can get like under them, over them. You know, are they sort of?
They look ghostly in nature.
Okay, but
But yes,
if
you can go underneath them
yeah.
because they do come down from sort of into the.
okay, so Jewel is going to start walking in a circle, keeping rough distance from this individual. Get to the chain, go underneath the chain, if there's enough room. If not, go over, and then try and get closer to this other source. Find out what that is.
Okay. As you walk past, you notice that Cog is wrapped up in a vine, caught in one of these trees, or one of these roots that's grown leaves, I should say.
I shall
So
try and
you can
rescue
move yourself on
Colt
the
then.
map.
Yes, I shall. So, presumably then, if I
So you
go
put yourselves in a square.
round
Yep, underneath.
and then probably, you have to tell me if I can sort of see it from from standing on the route.
Scramble onto a root.
Yeah.
Make me, in fact, you've got a passive investigation of 23. You see, embedded
That's mental.
in the root, the thickest root down here, a star-shaped crystal.
Holy
You say what now?
fucktard. Jewel will suddenly, will look at... She momentarily begins to start reaching out for it, and then she goes, inside voice, hang on a minute. She will roll her hand into her cloak and will create a phantom grasp and a dark ethereal hand made of smoke and also stars, dim stars inside, will go out and try and grab this star.
Okay. As that dark ethereal hand reaches towards the star-shaped crystal, then you hear this druid in the centre just go, "No, not the crystal!" and just begins to scream and writhe as their body shifts and cracks and bursts as
I
these
don't actually then
branches and
touch
vines. Okay.
If he did that in time, I would stop. Turn back. What is the crystal to you?
It is my punishment.
So why do you not want me to take it?
I tried once. I tried to twist for my own use.
Are you warning me this will happen to me if I try?
You must have the right purpose.
I will look over. I'll look over at Lex and Edgius like, well, have we?
Who bound you? What purpose are you punished?
The Druids of my grove chained me here in penance for my crimes.
Okay, Lex, Edgius, we have seen this before. We did not ask for the flowers, the petals. We did not ask for them. We need to remember this. We need to ask. Who do we ask?
We're saying the Star Touch crystal belongs to the druids of this grove, and he's being punished for trying to misuse it.
I think so, for his own personal gain. I am so sorry. I know you are here. I know we are talking in low, so you're not here. I'm sorry. We had this before. So
Sorry, I've misspoke there. It wasn't the Druids, it was the Dryad.
Dryad.
Even though I'm fucking up the words now.
Yeah. So
the Dryads entombed him here, or chained him down here.
So these. Look, we did this before. We just tried to nick it. We have got to ask for it, surely, unless it's pure intention of what we are going to do.
If the Dryad is the one who's punished him, is the same Dryad that's frozen up above ground, then we've got no one to ask.
Sir, when you were punished for your crimes, was that like recently or like hundreds of thousands of years ago based on your ethereal state? A corporeal state?
I do not experience time like you. I do not know.
Okay, quick consensus, everybody. Are we going to take this, Crystal, or not? Are we going to ask, and who do we ask?
I vote take it.
I'm team take it too, but what's killing the tree?
Are you asking this to the druid?
Killing the tree?
The chain druid? Or?
Chain guy. What's killing the tree?
My song has been discovered. It is that which destroys. Help me.
How can we help you?
Redemption.
You need redemption. How do we help you?
So are you saying if we free you, you can stop the song, which is killing the tree?
I must atone.
That's not answering my question.
I don't personally feel so trusting of a man who's committed crimes before, though I'm sure I'm going to look around the group. And then,
we all want to talk on that front.
Exactly. So, look, sir. We need that crystal to save some people, to save a portal. We're going to take that. At the same time, if you are involved with any of this, we will have to reprimand you further in the name of the officialness of our business that we're here conducting. But we're do you have any idea what's happening above ground?
No.
So it wasn't you.
So,
okay. Take the crystal, I suppose.
How do we free you?
Let me touch it one last time.
I'm afraid that's not going to happen. Joel is going to spin round and...
Veto that idea.
Yeah.
Next one.
She's going to spin round and she's going to use her ethereal hand that she's kept open. And she's going to grab it.
Very well. As your ethereal hand closes on that crystal, the druid screams again, and the skin cracks and bursts. And as I was describing, these branches and vines grow out, and I need a quick scene change.
Oh, boy!
Good.
So,
Goody.
Control C.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
Quick scene change.
Oh no.
Where there was once a druid.
Oh, we fucked it.
Oh,
You can zoom in on that fucker as well.
Holy moly!
Right, so bear with me just a minute, because I'm going to do that. I'm going to go delete.
I cast
Delete.
Weed killer.
I cast insecticide.
Yeah. I'm straight away
Good.
setting that shit on
And we
fire.
all need to
100%.
roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
Of course.
Wait, so let me just understand this. Are his chains gone?
the chains disappear.
We so fucked it. He baited us into that. He gave us the old reverse psychology double play. That sneaky fucking druid, man. I'm never trusting a druid again after this shit.
Lex, where you are trying to remove Cog, you see the tree shift and a small creature releases Cog and drops down to the floor.
There's a little mini one.
And another one just drops down not far from where you are there as well. So, initiative rolls, please. Let's quickly roll for Callum.
I got a 13.
17 for Callum. 13 for Lex. Jewel.
8.
Jesus.
Told you. I'm rolling bad now. That's it. Game over.
Edgius.
21, baby.
Oh,
we're here.
Nice.
We're here.
Yeah.
Excellent. It is Edgius up first then, as this huge, great tree blight, shadow tree blight emerges and fills that portion of the chamber where this druid once was. And what you can see within the limbs of this tree blight are what look like pieces of the druid, like an arm here, a leg there, a bit of clothing. Do not see the head. And you're up first.
Decaffeinated.
Okay. Okay, cool. Trees typically aren't a fan of fire, so I'm going to just be like, oh shit, what did you do? Put the crystal back! And just take a few steps back, and then I'll shoot my my firebolt at the tree.
Roll to hit then, please.
That is, yeah. Come on, baby. Okay, it's not too bad. That's a 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Beautiful. Let's get it. Nice. That is 11 points of fire damage.
11 points of fire damage.
How do you want to do this?
Splashes across this tree blight. Wishful thinking, my friend.
It also ignites anything. It also ignites anything that isn't being worn or carried. Any flammable object hit by this as well ignites on fire. So if there's any roots or anything touching it, maybe it was my thought, like anything that could burn out around it.
Yeah, we'll say sort of some of the ground where some of these roots grow out, a couple of them just catch fire.
Beautiful. And I'll turn to Callum and say, your turn, wink at him and give him bardic inspiration.
Say that bit catches fire there.
Nice.
That bit catches fire there.
Oh, that looks cool.
We'll do that. Very good. At the end of your go then, Callum's going to go, well, we fucked it again, darlings. Shit. And Callum, when I reload the character sheet, is probably going to do his age-old thing. Get that on there. And... He's going to actually reach into his pocket and takes out that same gilded flower, just grasps it in his hand, draws a circle in the air and just speaks a word in Sylvan and summons his Fey spirit.
Hell yeah, Callum.
Nice.
I'm just going to summon his Fey spirit there. That will be his action. As we cast that, and then bonus actions. Yeah, not going to do much else. But Callum is now concentrating as well. There we go. So that is Callum's go. And we are then over to Lex.
So as it drops, I would just be like, how dare you touch him! And then I'll just launch a chromatic orb straight at little Blight. With a 21 to hit.
I think that might hit.
And I've got 3d8 fire damage coming at you.
Hell yeah.
The roll
Call this
returning
one
good.
A.
That is 19 fire damage.
19 points of fire damage. Increased to 38 points of fire damage.
Fucking come on.
Which then bloodies that creature.
And then...
And we have new tokens to play around with, courtesy of Mr. Wizard.
Nice.
When I can actually do this properly. There we go.
Ah, I love it. I'll zoom to that one.
I was going to say we can zoom in.
Look at that.
Zoom in a little bit.
Hey.
Nice.
Very good. Anything else on your turn, Lex?
I will get Cog to immediately come back to me and get inside me. Coat.
Whoa. Glad you
I'm
said
glad
coat.
you finished that sentence then, because there was a pause there that we
Inside
didn't
my
need.
ass.
Anything else on your turn, mate?
Do I want to move? Do I want to move? I will move to there, directly in the line of sight of the big fucking tree, which I'm about to absolutely blast in the ass next turn.
Very good. Jewel.
Okay, so I don't know how much of my action economy is going to take to continue to grab this crystal and put it in my pocket with the ethereal hand, whether it even comes free.
Okay. As your ethereal hand grips, crystal does not budge.
Fine. I will go down to its myself and just try and grab it with both hands then. So I shall move up in front of it.
Make me a strength check, please.
Okay. Where's that? Strength of naught. Marvellous. 10!
Aren't you glad you've not got reduced strength? You pull. It's not coming out.
Great. But good news, I didn't die touching it, which I was waiting for it. I will therefore, in a moment of panic, with the rest of my round, will just go. Dryads of this grove. We hope that our intentions are good with this crystal. Will you please let it go? We are only trying to help and do not want it for ourselves. I look up at the tree roots, this big tree root next to me. They're trying to say it.
Make me a charisma-based nature check, please.
Okay.
So it will be a d20 plus your charisma bonus, and if you are then proficient in nature, your proficiency bonus on top.
Super good rolls today. 7.
7. Nothing seems to happen.
Cool. I don't really know what else I could do. I'm probably in partial cover here, so I'm just going to stay here and look at the massive tree.
Very good. It is then the Shadow Tree Blight's turn. It is going to shamble and shuffle off this platform, where you now, as it moves, you see a spell circle revealed, and you just go 5, 10, 15, 20. And this branch is just going to shoot out towards you, Jewel. Which is going to be...
I may have made a slight error of judgment!
That is going to be a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that fucking is.
Oh no.
PPK inbound.
That is going to be
Yep.
9 points of bludgeoning. Oh no, sorry, 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
15. I'm gonna take it for now. There's nothing else I really want to do. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna uncanny dodge that. So 15 down to 8.
Okay, cool. There is then going to be a grasping root attack. So as this branch just smacks you in the side of the head, you then hear the ground and feel the ground shake as this root just... and this shadowy tendril of a root tries to wrap itself around you. That's an 18 to hit.
Does hit. Armor class is better, but
you
not
are now grappled.
marvelous. Any assistance would be great.
So yes, you are now grappled. Very good. That is your go. It is then Shadow Blight A's go. And Shadow Blight A is going to shuffle towards Edgius. Just going to go...
Oh,
5,
you dick.
10,
Get out of here, Shadow Blight A.
and it is going to extend this frozen, shadowy, arcane tendril towards you that just thwacks out. It's going to be 17 to hit.
I don't think that does hit. Let me just double check what my AC is going to be. Plus my dexterity modifier. So that's going to be 15. It's an 18. Haha, no, it does not hit.
Nice.
Get out of
So that
here,
does
Shadow
not hit.
Blight.
Very good. That is its go. Shadow Blight B then is going to move towards the Face Spirit, and it's going to try and use one of those shadowy tendrils as well, which is a 16 to hit. And the Face Spirit, let's just lock that, has an AC of 12 plus the level of the spell, so that's 12. That is a 15 on the AC, so that will just hit. No, what did I say? I can't do maths. That was a 14 to hit, so that won't hit. Very good. Edgius.
Fuck, man. How much does this thing weigh in pounds?
It is considered a small plant, so if you want to try and pick it up and throw it, you may attempt it if that's what you're thinking.
We're talking no more than 5 pounds, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to circle this bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
And as I circle around, I'm like, "Oh, shifty, aren't you? Look at you!" And circle around, and then I'm going to cast Gust on it, and I'm going to push it back 10 feet, meaning that I don't get no opportunity attack for that bad boy.
And my
hope
that, or is it just fuck off?
No, it's just get out of here, basically.
Very
Oh,
good. Let's
actually, no,
attach
my
this properly,
apologies.
shall we?
My apologies. You're actually right. There is a save. Sorry, I read the wrong. I was reading the object as opposed to the creature. Yes, strength save for you.
Okay.
15.
A big fat 7.
Beautiful. Yeah. So you're pushed 5 feet away. My apologies.
Oh, 5 feet.
Yeah. Sorry about that. And my hope is, because this is a 30-foot spell in range, my hope is that this kind of hits this fire and that the air licks the fire and almost fuels it a little bit and like spreads it and like kind of grows it in size is kind of my hope.
Feeds the flame.
Feeds the flame.
Yeah, beautiful. And
There you go.
Then I will go.
No, it's
5,
blown out the other way. It's fine.
15, 20, 25, 30. And that's going to be my movement. Bonus action, I'm going to expend my 2 sorcery points and give myself back a first level spell slot. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Good. Okay, Callum straight up is just going to look around. Don't just throw the little bastards, kill them. And he's just going to Eldritch Blast, just 2 hands out. One at A and one at B. So let's just double check their armor class.
I was just getting out of its range.
That. So then 2 Eldritch Blasts. First one is not going to hit with a 10. Second one is much better with a 23, so B will get hit with 1 Eldritch Blast, which is going to be maths, and the right dice. 1d10. 7 plus 5 for a grand total of 12 points of force damage against Shadow Blight B. 12 points of force damage. Yes, it is then the Fey Spirit's go, which I forgot to do last time. The Fey Spirit is going to take out this short sword and attack Shadow Blight B. Which it can do.
Danny's just waiting to fuck shit up.
That's a lightning bolt if ever I've seen one.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm toying with it, but fire does more damage than lightning damage.
One would assume.
I don't know, lightning sets trees on fire, though. That's a real thing.
24 to hit.
Isn't
from the Fey Spirit.
Also a DM, like a D&D rule thing? Like, legitimately, isn't it? I can't remember.
The lightning does ignite flammable objects in the area.
It does.
9, 10, 11.
It does on the spell. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, then.
Perfect. Spread my fire.
12 points
Spread
of damage
my fire.
total.
Let's do it.
To be
And we gotta push it into the fire.
Fey Spirit. So you see the Fey Spirit take out this very Fey-inspired short sword and just slices it across this Shadow Blight. And you see piercing damage, but also there's this glow of arcane energy as it takes a point of force damage as well. That will be the Fey Spirit's go. Lex.
So, I will move to there, and I'll get your dirty vines off her, and then you called it Tesla coil in my hand, building it up. Lightning bolt coming at you. So that is a dexterity saving throw from the little blight and the big fucking tree.
I hope that blight
that's
explodes.
4 from the blight.
Good. Good.
And from the tree blight, that is a dexterity save of 16.
You prick. That's only half damage for that one then. Here we go.
Oh, that sound.
Oh my! Oh, do excuse me a moment. Oh,
That's a lot of dice.
wow.
Oh, I can't fucking... Hang about.
You really fucked that up.
Two.
What I like is how the wig's just slowly becoming dishevelled at this point.
So is Lex in this fight, so...
22 points of lightning damage. Oh. And it
22 points of lightning damage.
Yeah, so half to 11 if you're halving it. But it does ignite flammable objects.
Spread the fire. Spread the fire.
We're all going to die of smoke inhalation in this cave.
Yeah.
Just gas everyone out.
We walk out from this tree afterwards, like, dusting our hands off, going, it's all fine, and suddenly it just goes...
Yeah, exactly.
In fact,
Does anyone
that would be
only
there as
water
well.
spells?
all sorted, everyone, we've done it. It's okay.
So yeah, you just this bolt of lightning screeches out, scorches all of these roots, lights up the Shadow Blight, which somehow survives. and you just see this line of fire light up as you then hit the tree blight as well. And it's almost like the lightning bolt at that point just bounces off or arcs off slightly, and yeah, doesn't quite do as much damage as you were hoping for. Anything else on your turn? Bonus actions and movement, or let the rest of your movement, so to speak.
I kind of want to run full speed into the Shadow Blight just to see if it's only got like 1 hit point left to kill it off, but I won't.
Go push
Just
it into
throw
the
a
fire.
cog at it. Just throw a cog at it.
I love it.
Yeah, I'll go 5, 10, full speed and try and shove it into the fire. Oof! Run into it.
Make me. Oh, I believe shove is an action.
Action, I believe.
Well, can I run
Oh,
into
is
it to knock it? Would that count? If that counts as a shove, I won't bother.
That would still
Can't
be
do
a
that.
shove.
Yeah.
I won't bother then.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Let me just see.
Yeah,
It is,
shove,
no,
shove,
it is.
actions in
Definitely
combat,
is,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Actions
Yeah,
in
definitely
combat,
is.
shove. Yeah.
Bonus
unfortunately not,
action
my
shove.
Next round. Save your
Anything
spell
else on your
slots.
turn then, or is that you done?
That'll be me done.
Very good. Jewel, you are currently grappled.
I am currently grappled. So. Joel will try and
Which,
Yeah.
just to recap for those not playing the home game, a grappled creature cannot move, speed becomes 0, can't benefit from any bonus to its speed, and that's the main sort of detriments.
So Jewel cannot be Jewel.
No, Jewel can still be Jewel.
Jewel
Teleport, baby.
She wiggles.
Is this that motherfucker?
And she's like, "Ah, damn you!" And then we'll go, we are going to play this on my terms. And she will Misty Step to
See ya.
5 foot above the shadow tree. And then she will land above it. And then, yeah, come down, blade in hand, and we'll try and just scrape down the whole of this thing, or any of it, with the Dusk Dagger. So,
Nice.
Yes.
Roll to hit, please.
that
approve.
is going to be well, I say much better. Is 16 gonna hit?
16 will just hit.
Oh dear me, that was a bit bottom clenching. There is no one around me. I have no advantage or anything, so that is just a standard roll. And so that is going to be. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the dice. 6 points of piercing damage. Is it dark in here?
It is dark in here.
So I'm going to do an additional 7 points of psychic damage to a tree.
Nice.
Very
good.
I would scrape down this, sort of down the trunk of it, land at the bottom on 3 feet, so to speak, and then we'll just look up, and so because it was a bonus action to actually Misty Step, there's not a lot else I can do there.
You've got the rest of your movement.
I do have the rest of my
Now,
movement.
are you riding the tree, or are you now on the floor?
I will now on the floor, so I've slid to the edge of
Nearly
it.
there.
Yeah. I'm going to risk an opportunity attack. And will get up, push off from one of these routes on the ground straight south on the map, and also double my movement, and I'm just going to
Nice.
bolt it down to here, full 60 feet.
And that would have been an 11 to hit, which is not going to hit Jewel,
No, so just
because this
Just
branch just
catches the
misses
cape.
you. Yeah, you can feel the whip of it behind you as it just.
And Jewel does a very, very stereotypical, so full like panther run at this point, and then just it basically gets to Edgius and tries to stop next to Edgius, but then slides another 10 feet. And she's like, I mean, does anyone else want to try and hit that thing? And not it me? Looks at Lex.
Very good. Then the tree blight's turn. Then it is going to go 5, 10.
Come closer, tree. Fuck yeah. Come closer,
20,
tree.
25. 30 is now on top of that bit that is just burning away. Now, as per the rules of fire, which I need to pull up.
Somebody gave me fire!
Is there rules for fire in D&D?
There are rules for fire. If you enter into an area of fire, you take
Oh,
fire
I did not know
damage.
that. I assumed.
If you
is it like
end
falling?
your turn or something? There's like moving in,
think it's
starting
if you
turning
end
into
your
your
turn.
turn. or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Assume it's like falling, like a couple D6 or something? Can't be much.
It's one of those things that, like, they have fire sorted out, but they don't have that falling thing of you immediately fall 600 feet, and you're like, but you don't. You know what I mean?
Nah, the funniest thing, when you do the maths correctly, a dwarf with really good strength can jump the same as a professional NBA player, which is hilarious in terms of vertical leap. When you think about, imagine just dwarves just like almost like space hopping, fucking like becoming Mario characters and like fucking bounding around.
Well, I know they're going completely off track here. Wasn't it something like, you know, a level 2, 3 character is meant to be basically like Olympic sports grade strength and agility? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's where you're actually meant to put them, because anything past that is superhuman. You know, it's a magical world anyway. So it's like, you know, when you get like monks that can, with freedom of movement and all this other stuff, can like swim like half a kilometer in 6 seconds. It's like, yeah, it's very magical.
Right. The 6 second thing's funny.
Yeah.
That's another weird one for me.
Yeah, but they have shown that you can run like 30 feet in 6 seconds, but you can do more than that, and that's why you can also do that and then attack someone. Do you know what I mean? Like, your speed dictates how many more actions you can do, which is, it is interesting. It's based roughly off what we can do. Yes.
The rule we are going to do for this, then, having looked into this very quickly. So, while the fire is in this area, and a creature occupies that same area, i.e. if it's in that cube, that 5-foot cube that it occupies, they will have to make a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 fire damage.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Fuck you, tree.
Glad I ran round it.
And if I remember rightly, that is all of the Shadow Tree Blight's movement. So it is then going to wail upon this. I don't think it even needed to move that far, actually, but fuck it, I've done it now. It is going to wail upon this Face Spirit with its first attack. As we all get the rulers out there. So, yes, first branch attack towards the Face Spirit. That is an 18 plus stuff, which is absolutely going to hit. So 3d6 plus 6 damage. 3, 6, 7, 13 points of bludgeoning damage to the Face Spirit. I'm going to have to make a note of this. Very good. Cool. And then there is going to be a grasping root attack on Callum.
Damn!
It's going to be
Blimey, heck. Is that like
That's some range.
another 18 plus 9, so that is 27 to hit Callum. Callum is now grappled.
Fucking roots shooting out of everywhere.
That's almost like a layer action sort of thing.
get the right token. There we go. Grapple and concentrating. Fantastic. That's the tree blights go, and then we'll need to make a dexterity saving throw, which it succeeds on, so it does not take the 1d8 damage. It is then Shadow Blight A's go. Shadow Blight A is going to wriggle out of this fire to here, and then to here, and is going to attack Edgius with that dark tendril again.
Shield. Bitch.
I mean, it's only a 15 to hit.
Ah, beautiful. It doesn't hit anyway. Never mind. No shield for you.
So just
You're not
and
worth
you just
my
sort
shield.
of duck out the way.
Whoa,
Shadow Blight
little
B.
fella.
Where'd you come from, you
the
little
same
fella?
towards the Fey Spirit. That is going to hit. That's a 23 to hit. So that will be... Ooh, max cold damage. Or not quite max cold damage. 10 points of cold damage. And 4 points of necrotic damage for a total of 14. And the Fey Spirit is a little bit fucked at that point.
Oh dear. At least he's not one of us.
Yeah, that's
Indeed. Edgius.
Operation Face Shield. Happy about that.
Right, GM. I believe we
Yes.
have if I'm correct, we have a free check, or
You
am
get
I
a free
using
check
an
per
action?
turn, yeah.
We do have a free check.
No,
Beautiful.
free
I
check
would
per
like
turn.
to. Does a grapple check count within that, or are we saying that that's
So
an
are
action?
you trying to grapple Shadow Blight A?
I'm trying to, rather than grapple it and restrain it, I'm more trying to just pick it up momentarily and hold it. I'm going to put it back down and ungrapple it very soon, basically.
In the same turn?
Yes. I was hoping to.
Describe in full what you would like to do.
So, what Edgius would like to do is, by the trunk, pick up this small little Shadow Blight, carry it simply to this, let me just ping it, carry it simply to this square here, and then turn and pop it down right here, actually.
Do you mean that one?
Oh, 1 second. Can you guys see
If you
my
right
marker?
click.
Oh, there we go. There
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
sorry,
My
so over
apologies.
here.
Sorry, so I'm going to walk him over this way, and then I'm going to position myself here and pop him down right there.
Make me a grapple check, please.
Is that counted as my action? Yes
Yeah,
or no? 'Cause I
it's
will-
still, you are trying to grapple this creature to then move it, so yes, it still counts as a grapple.
Cool. I'm not going
And
to
it
do
will
that
be
then.
your action.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that. Fuck that. Cool. Beautiful. In that case, then I am going to just dodge around it. Oh god, I need to pick up my thing. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm going to stay there. I'll take my opportunity attack.
So 17 to hit.
Does not hit.
Very good.
And
Anything else in your
then,
turn?
yes, very much so. I would like to cast. I'm going to turn to Callum first and go, Callum, does your Fey Spirit feel anything?
Why do we care?
Never mind. And I'm then going to cast Thunderwave at 3rd level at all of them. So that is a
You're going
Constitution saving throw for
So you
all
are
of
going to
them.
fill this 15-foot cube, right?
Yes. Exactly.
Very good. So Constitution saving throws. Let's do the Fey Spirit first. That's a good fucking roll. Constitution is +2, so that's 18 Constitution for the Fey Spirit.
Yep, passes. So it takes half damage.
14 for the Tree Blight.
Fails.
And a natural 20 for Shadow Blight, which, as per our rules, is a critical save. So if it takes half damage, it takes half again.
It takes a quarter of the damage. That little
Quarter
fuck.
damage, yeah.
Little fucker. Thunder Wave, baby. Cool. That is... Oh, wow, beautiful. That's 20... Yeah, that's 21 points of thunder damage. And the blight is pushed 10 foot backwards. And the tree is not.
5, 10.
Yeah.
So the tree is, because the tree is the one that failed.
The tree failed. Oh,
the
my
little
apologies.
blight is going to take a quarter of that. So we said 21, that would be 11, 6 points of damage.
Beautiful. And
he's
big
not
guy takes
moved
everything.
Somehow.
That's awesome.
The Fey Spirit is going to take 6 points of damage and disappears.
I mean, fair play that the Blight got a natural 20. It was basically hidden behind the Fey Spirit, so...
Yeah, makes sense.
Hidden behind
makes
the
a
Fey
hell of
Spirit.
a
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything else on your turn, Edius?
Edgius is going to be like, look back to Jewel and be like, pushing them back! You're up, Jewel, come on! And what are we doing with the crystal? And that'll be the end of my turn.
Very good. Callum is then going to sort of look around and look at Edgius like, you couldn't have done anything about this fucking route.
Sorry.
And then Callum is going to use his Blessing of the Winter's Grove to Misty Step.
Hey.
And we'll just remove the grapple there. And he's just going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 up to here, actually. And is just then going to, as his action, because that was a bonus action to do Misty Step, is just going to rub his hands together again. Right. Come on then, you bark-like fuckers. And 2 Eldritch Blasts once again. One at the Tree Blight, one at
Beautiful.
B. Make it good, Callum. Fuck me. That is a 16 to hit the little Shadow Blight, which will hit. And a lot more to hit the Tree Blight. So both of those are going to hit. So that is going to be 15 points max damage on Shadow Blight B.
Beautiful.
And, not so good. 7 points of damage to the Tree Blight. 15 Shadow Blight B, which then in turn injures Shadow Blight B.
Hey.
And that will be Callum's go as he just sort of... Do you know what? I'm very much beginning to dislike trees, and that's speaking from someone who's been to the Feywild. Lex.
I'm getting increasingly pissed off that these little fuckers won't die. So, create the most intensive fiery orb you've seen him create. Why won't you die? And as he chucks it, it goes, one goes that way and one goes that way, as I use my meta magic to split it into 2 with my twin spell action. But I'm casting it at 3rd level because I've had enough now. So they are. I'll roll to hit twice. A 19 for the
Who are you hitting?
big tree and the little cunt.
Which little one?
Shadow
Which little
Blight
one?
A.
This one?
Shadow Blight A and the big tree. Which is quite
Right,
funny
very
because I
good.
rolled a 19 to hit the tree and a 10 to hit the little one.
Yep. So
It's a 10 miss.
this fiery orb just rolls over Shadow Blight A and just, we'll say it scatters down over here, which, because it's fire,
That's right.
you started these
Shadow.
rolls.
The big tree is going to get 5d8 though of fire damage.
Oh,
look at that.
yes. Go on.
Yes.
You need 16 points of fire damage.
Jesus.
Very good. You
Tree
notice
back on
that this
fire.
dark ichor begins to just bleed out of Shadow Tree Blight now. You have
Then
bloodied it.
Holy moly.
good. Can I can cast a spell and a cantrip at the same time in the same thing.
As long as
bonus
one's a
action,
bonus action, or you can use sorcery points to make one a bonus action, yes.
I will use sorcery points to make it a bonus action.
Which spell or which cantrip?
Because that little blight didn't fucking die, so I'm just going to go over to it, grab it, and use shocking grasp. Just trying to electrocute the little bastard and hope for the best.
Roll to hit, please.
That is a 14.
That is just enough to hit.
Fuck me. If that hadn't worked, Matt, I'd have just gone home.
Just walked out the
That is
cave.
11 points. 11 points of lightning damage. And
As
apparently
you just
the tree
think you
cannot take reactions now on his next turn. Over it's dead.
so you walk up to this small little shadow blight and literally lift it off the ground as your palm is just sparking with electricity, and as you lift this small little tree stump up with one hand, it just explodes into shadow and darkness.
From behind you, Lex, you hear, Lex, remind me never to piss you off.
And as Lex turns around to look at you, his fangs are fucking protruding out of his face.
They will be. Very good. If that's your turn, we'll then over to Jewel then.
Okay. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, sod it. I can make it. So, I shall... Yeah, why not? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30... And I shall attack Shadow Blight B.
Very good.
There's no one else in range. It will be with the Dust Dagger again. Still got that out. So let's roll for... Yeah, I was going to hit. 21 to hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that is an appalling 4 points of piercing damage, but 7 points of psychic damage.
7 points psychic damage, very good. As you just stab in and twist, and there's that almost pulse of dark energy. Shadow Blight B is still up, but
And then look at
this gaping wound in its.
And then look at this massive tree, over me, and like, I didn't think of getting this close. Bollocks. And that'll be it because I can't move. Can't move any further anyway.
Very good.
Actually, no. No.
Lights.
I can bonus action dash. Actually, can't I?
Yes?
Yes.
Yes, I can.
Cunning action.
Cunning action. So I will again worry about a attack of opportunity because I don't have any more movement unless I use the dash. So yeah, that'll be back to there.
Does a 12 hit?
New.
No, very good. Okay, so you go all the way down to there. Okay, as the tree blights go, Callum is in range, so Callum is getting all of this. Branch just swings round towards Callum. That is an 11 plus 9, unnatural 20 to hit Callum, who has an AC of 13. That will absolutely hit. Callum is going to take 20 points of bludgeoning damage. The first bit of damage Callum has actually taken, but catches him off guard slightly and just like, oh, fuck me.
Mind out.
And then, yeah, the tree blight's just gonna fucking do that again with the second branch. Yeah, that's a lot more to hit. That's a 26 to hit. What's that? 15 points of damage to Callum. As this second branch just impacts him on the side. No longer concentrating because the tree blight is gone, but he is very, 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 very bloodied at that point, having dropped down to 15 total hit points. That will be the tree blight's go. It is then Shadow Blight B's go, who is going to shuffle on after Jewel and Edius. Its movement speed
Here,
is
boy. Here, boy. Leave Callum alone.
A lot.
Come on now.
5, 10, 15 down to here. It's going to swing one of those shadowy tendrils that's just icy in nature towards Jewel. That is a 14 to hit.
And thanks to all the changes we made, that doesn't hit.
There we go. Back round to the top to Edgius then.
Can I make a investigation or insight check is to see whether this is the same shadow magic as the stuff that we saw the other night in the in our very nice
Make me an Arcana
office.
check, please.
Oh, Arcana. Oh. All right then. Well. Okay, that's a 13.
13. It feels different. This has got a very druidic nature to it.
Cool. Beautiful. I'm gonna look to Jewel and say, I'm gonna go help Callum. You go get the jewel. I'll meet you around the back of the tree.
I tried that last time.
You yank harder this time. Use your fucking sword or some shit. And Edgius will 1, 2.
Zed just walks off. You can just hear him. You try shoving harder.
Fucking god damn it, salty ass cat. That's some cat shit right there. Edgius will go over and cast 2nd level Cure Wounds on Callum.
Very nice.
And
We
that,
might want to start thinking about the fire.
nah, it's all good. That's 9 points of 9 hit points plus 4. So that's 13 hit points recovered for Callum.
13 hit points recovered for Callum. Very good. Oh shit, there's fire up there as well. And technically down there as well. Fire
And
begins to spread.
before I
so
end
it's
my
13
turn,
hit points back to Callum.
I'll shout to Lex, the fire's spreading a little bit more rapidly than we thought. Do you do any water or anything? And that'll be the end
And
of
if
my go.
that's your go, it is then Callum's turn. Phew. You know, you could have kicked the little fucker on your way around here, but thank you very much for the heals. And he is going to... Nah, fuck it. He's going for it. He's just going to, again, rub his hands together. I'm getting both barrels this time, you big fucking bastard. 2 Eldritch Blasts towards the Tree Blight. First one is a natural 1, just... Second one is a natural 20.
Oh!
Get in there.
So Callum, sort of distracted by the fire that's spreading, is just like... Oh, sorry.
Watch when you're
yes,
shooting that,
will then
Jesus! As you say.
10, 11, 21 points of force damage to the Tree Blight.
Is that doubled or
There's
is
this
that...
second beam just... That was 2d10, because it's 1d10 plus 5 naturally. What I wish was on camera was my little trick where I'll drop the dice, but it landed perfectly on the corner of the top of the dice tower, so I then just had to flick it in. But anyway. That will be Callum's action. His bonus action is going to be to high-five Edgius, just like, oof, dude. And, yeah. That will be Callum's go. Lex.
I'm kind of stuck behind quite a bit of fire.
As long as you don't end your turn there, we're good though, right?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Because I've got 40 feet of movement now, bitches!
Nice.
Swifty motherfucker.
35
And then-
was there, yep.
And then fire seems to be helping us. So at the minute, I'm just like, this is helping us out. I'm not too bothered about it. As I chuck another chromatic orb at the big bad tree. This time at 2nd level, I'm going to use magical guidance to re-roll that because that was a bag of shite. That's better. 24 to hit.
24 is going to hit.
You motherfucker.
It's gone again.
It's always the same
It's got
one.
to go down again.
4, 8, 11, 18 points of fire damage.
18 points of fire damage. As this time it catches on the tree blind. Flames begin to just lick away at the tree blight. Not looking good at this point, but no additional fires are created because you hit your target at this point.
Good. And then just try and stomp out one of the fires.
Bonus action stomp.
So I will allow you to use your bonus action to try and put out one of these fires, if you like, that's next to you.
I'll stomp on that one.
Which one? That one. Very good.
That one.
So, just to move, we'll get rid of that one. You managed to put that out. Are you moving there or are you moving back?
I'll stay where I am.
Okay.
So tell me what to do that if I stomp out everyone.
Well, you just seem to want to follow me, don't you, you little shit? And we'll just try and stab Shadow Blight B. So that is going to be again. Oh bollocks! I've done it now. Good lord.
Dice towers are working to peak.
No, that was me.
tonight.
That was literally just me dropping it like an idiot. So, oh fuck my life! It's an 8 to hit.
Funnily enough, not going to hit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So as you turn around and say, you seem to be following me, this little shadow blight just almost lifts itself up as you go to stab and dives out of the way.
Okay, so then I shall bonus action disengage.
Very good.
No, I'm going to stay right where I am, and I'm not going to move.
Okay.
I am going. Oh no, I can't do any of that one. Oh, I was trying to think that I could do the dodge action now, but I can't. Fine. Yeah.
All good?
Yeah, I just realised what I should have done is use my
Excellent.
bonus action then for steady aim, but I didn't, so I'm an idiot, and that'll be it. I'm not going to move.
There we go. Tree blight is going to move to there then, and that grasping root is going to emerge out from beneath you, Lex. I mean, it's an 18 on the die, so there's going to be a grand total of 27 to hit you, sir.
That's gonna hit it, yeah.
You are now grappled.
Fuck.
I really should have read that. Anyway, yes. And then it's going to... Let's get my ruler out. Oh, looks like it's you, Edgius. This branch is just going to swing. Try and hit you. That will be a 25 to hit.
Of course.
What's that? 10, 16 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Dear Lord! Oh my goodness. Is it coming from the side, or from the top, or like, is it coming
Now,
down
I imagine
on me?
it's
Is
sort
it
of
hitting
coming
me from the
down
side?
towards you, just given the size of this tree, it would probably slam down.
Edges is gonna like catch it, but the force of it just like crumples him a little bit. His feet like sink into the ground. He feels some of his bones crack and pop in places they probably shouldn't.
Excellent. Shadow Right B then is going to do a tendril towards Jewel. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
Yes.
you are going to take 7 points of cold damage and 6 points of necrotic.
Uncanny dodge, why not?
Uncanny dodge?
So,
So-
7.
Very good. Edgius.
I think I can put the fire out once we've dealt with these trees, guys. I've got an idea. I will shout over to Lex and be like, see if you can get to the crystal. We'll distract him. And for my 1 free check, I'm gonna move up here and try to basically, actually, I'll move out this way a little bit as well. For my 1 free action, can I make a performance check to try and like draw its attention? Can I like start strumming away and kind of going at my loot?
Yes.
Hell yeah. And I believe I can now make performance checks with advantage because of your beautiful new item.
It's your
Great.
item, not mine.
That's a 18.
18. Let's do charisma saving throw, which for... I'm assuming you're talking to the tree blight. Yeah, you are. So
Yes,
charisma saving throw. That is a 12.
Beautiful. That doesn't...
It's got a big fat negative number on that one.
Yeah, so I'll be like, over here, you big dumb tree, come and look at me. And then I'll be like, oh shit, Callum, it's actually coming after me. Callum, do something. and I'll cast Firebolt at it for my
Nice.
action. And I'm going to bonus action as well, as I say that to Callum, give him Bardic Inspiration as well.
Oh, excellent.
So that is going to be a 22 to hit.
Absolutely gonna hit.
Hell yeah. Do love a good bit of that. Fuck my actual fucking life. Son of a bitch. That is 4 points of fire damage. As Edgius, in fear that it's now coming after him, actually trips on a root and stumbles as he shoots off the firebolt, just winging the tree.
And a little tiny d6. Very good. Yeah, so 4 points of sort of literally a spark just against the tree, but does enough. 2 damage even further. Anything else on your turn?
Ah! That's about it.
Callum is just giving the Edgius, darling, calm down. We're almost there. Come on. You're going to sort this shit out, right? Pointing at the fire, and is then just going to gather himself again and 2
I've
Eldritch
got an
Blasts.
idea. At least. There's a lot of fire.
First one is going to hit. Second one's going to hit as well, so he keeps his Bardic Inspiration for now.
Hell
So
yeah.
it's going to be 4, 11, 21 points of damage to
Yes,
this tree
Callum.
blight then.
You tank.
Bits of bark just shatter off this shadow tree blight. It is really not looking good at all. And Callum is just going to sort of bring his hands in and just go...
No need to show off.
Very good.
Callum.
Lex.
Jeez.
Well, at least
I'll
one
tell
of
you,
us hit
Space,
it.
when it grappled me, did I take any damage last round?
No, but at the start of your round, you are now going to take... Because I misread this.
Well-
You're going to take 7 points of bludgeoning damage at the start of your turn.
Oof. Thank you for them temporary hit points.
So I am going to do this retroactive as well. So Jewel, you will have taken 9 points of damage.
Yep.
And Callum will have taken 12 points of damage because it's only fair.
Jeez.
So, I am grappled. I am
Callum is bloodied
thinking-
once again, but
I will, as a bonus action, I'm thinking my hands are by my waist, I can touch my leg, so I will touch myself to give myself dragon's breath,
Oh.
and then I'm going to fire breathe at the tree.
Nice.
In a 15-foot cone, fucking shit up, and probably setting more stuff on fire. So that is a dexterity
Actually, no,
14
you're all right.
saving throw.
Natural 20.
Fuck off. I restore... No,
Water
never
damage.
mind. I was going to restore balance, but that's not the same thing. I got a bit excited that I could. Ooh, 12 points of fire damage reduced to 4. 3 even.
I was going to say, I'm not sure where your maths came from then, but 3 points
My
of
maths was
damage,
not
and in this
mathsy.
moment where you can see the tree blight has managed to just dodge out the way, but then a spark of fire just catches on it, and against one of the tip of the branches, just describe how you want to kill this creature.
So, like how the fuse on a bomb is just going to go shh up until the heart of the tree, and then the tree's just going to fucking explode.
And as it explodes, as this fire just... And then there is this almighty... It explodes in this green, ethereal energy that washes out. And the wind of that immediately puts out all of the fires. I'm not going to bother doing it on the map, because we don't need the map anymore. But you also notice that Shadow Blight B just... disappears in this ethereal fire as well. And we are out of combat. The greenish glow that's in here begins to change to a radiant yellow as that crystal changes from green to yellow, and that ethereal song that you can hear changes to a more celebratory tune. What would we like to do?
Oh well, thanks, Lex. It was coming right at me. I was worried there for a minute. Are we taking the crystal with us?
Yes, I tried before. I shall try again.
Anybody got any parchment? This is
Oh shit!
Bleeding
I'll give
profusely.
him a healing potion. Got one somewhere.
Jewel will run back to the crystal and she'll try and pull it again.
Okay.
I've got 2 great healing,
just
so
a
I'll
second.
give Callum a potion of great healing. That's 4d4 plus 4 for him.
Okay. Roll that for me while I deal with what Jewel's doing then. As
So
Jewel scampers off to this.
Jewel will get down on if it's like near the floor, she'll get down on her knees, she'll put both hands on it but not pull yet, and just again say, "We wish to take this, but only to heal a wound in the world. We do not want it for our own gain. Will you let it come with us?"
Okay. How much healing was that? Sorry, Lex?
17.
17? 17. Thought I saw that in the log.
1-7.
Very good. That brings Callum above being bloodied and just sort of... a bit battered and bruised, but I don't know. What the fuck is going on there? And points at Jewel. As Jewel, you reach down to this crystal, whispering these words, and rather than grabbing the crystal, you grab a hand, and then an arm, and then a body as you pull forward a Dryad in full, glorious green and golden nature, who just steps forward. You have dealt with a problem the Druids would not.
Does this look anything like the Dryad from up
Yes.
above?
Sorry, Dryad, not Druid. I will get that right in a minute as well. So yes, it looks exactly like the Dryad from above, but now in all of her glory.
Oh, I am glad you are okay. Were you here earlier? I am confused. I am glad
The
you are
song
okay.
was sung tonight that has not been heard in a long time.
This ominous song? Is this something that has happened before?
Only once. And you saw what happened to the individual who sang it.
Okay, for trying to take this crystal?
For trying to use this crystal to his own will.
I certainly do not want to end up how they ended up. But I don't know. We believe we are looking for a crystal such as this to help heal a portal, a corrupted portal. We are looking for and he looks back. She looks back at the rest of them. A star-touched crystal.
This is such a crystal. They are few. They are rare. This one has helped me to maintain this oak and the area around it.
Then it is important for the area. We cannot.
It is important, but it was left here for me to safeguard and make use of until a greater purpose was sought by another. Sounds like you have a greater purpose.
I believe so. A corrupted portal such as it was, it is not my area. It is one of my friends' area. This is, but it was connected to the Feywild and seemed to corrupt anyone who travelled through it. We are hoping to heal it from its malady.
You say the Feywild, then my sisters and my mother are at peril.
Anyone near the other side of that portal is in danger, and we have done our very best to collect the components to heal this portal.
There is something that must be done first. And she reaches back and touches the crystal and sings a song, and Jewel, you feel an ever familiar presence as 4, 6, 10, 12 elves step out of starlight portals and just into the grove. All female and all singing the same glorious song. And they all smile towards you, towards Lex, towards Edgius, towards Callum. The youngest just steps forward.
Thank you for freeing us. Come, sisters, we must leave.
And they all very quickly hurry out, and you can see there is a frightened hurry to them just running out. As the Dryad looks back towards you. Hopefully they will be fine, but being stuck in the liminal space is never a pleasant experience.
I believe I know what you mean.
Yes, I believe you do. I have watched over this crystal for many an era, many an eon, many a decade, century, whatever you want to call it. But, and she reaches back and just pulls it. This radiant, starlight, glowing crystal. And she places it in your outstretched hands, Jewel. Heal the path to my home. Use this wisely.
It will be done. Forgive me, in the moment I did not ask for your name.
My name is Sil Arael, the Green Heart. and she steps into the root of this tree, and you see just this greenish golden energy, just the eerie glow fades, and you hear, clear as day, a glorious song that sounds out into the night. As the four of you collect your belongings and everything else, sorry, Joel.
It was a pleasure to meet you, and thank you.
As the four of you collect your belongings, collect each other, and exit out, you now see that where there was fear, where there was sorrow, where there was uncertainty, the Greenheart Festival now begins to fervently happen, almost as if nothing had occurred. People become flooding into the grove, into the area around this central oak, and that song just sounds out louder and louder, and you can see this pulsing energy just radiating through all of the trees, all of the plant life in the area, and the clouds parts where a moon shines down, still in its waning phase. Aegeus, is there anything you wish to do in this moment?
Well, I'm gonna plant me some seeds, and I'm gonna do it while I look at that ginger fuck now that I'm a town hero. And I'm gonna fucking look at him, and I'm gonna fucking dig up right next to the root that I wanted to go to earlier, and I'm gonna be like, see this? See? And I'm gonna plant my seed, and make sure that it's in direct sunlight, direct moonlight. And as I do, I will, as I kind of cover it with soil and place my palm over the soil, I'll mutter just the words I believe again before standing up and joining the rest of the group.
Very good. In that moment, almost on the breeze, you hear a word. Thank you, Aegeus Jones. That's more than one word, but there you go. Thank you, Aegeus Jones. And then there is just this crescendo of song as these spirits burst forth from every plant, tree, vine, shrub, flower everywhere, and you see the spirits of ancient druids as they dance throughout the grove and throughout the city. And where it takes you back for a moment, you see the inhabitants just dance with them, and there is joy, there is glee, there is power in this moment. And you, my friends, are all going to level up. As you have now collected all 3 components to go and heal the Feywild Portal.
Oh, yes.
And this, my friends, is also where we are going to close our episode for tonight.
Suck it, Ginger Druid.
But before we close, on the outskirts of Dryads Gate,
God.
2 individuals step out of the shadows. A greasy-haired, hook-nosed man in this dark robe standing next to an elven woman who would have once been considered beautiful, but now looks thin, looks emaciated, looks drained. And he looks down upon her. Soon, my apprentice, your job will be done. The magic you wield is powerful. And we are close. Our experiments here have wrought great insight. Don't worry about your little friends. We will deal with them soon enough. For now, stay here, observe. When I need you, I will call you. And he disappears into the night. as that once beautiful elf takes out a small vial of red liquid and just looks at it, places it back, and then looks up to the moon. I am not yet finished. And that is where we are going to close episode 36. So we have gone on a lot longer tonight than we had planned, but we did need to get that sorted and finished for tonight, and I wanted to roll into next week having completed our little Halloween special. So forgive us for going massively over time there. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed tonight. I won't labour this too long, just because I know everybody's tired. So thank you all for joining us. If you've been on Twitch, thank you for being there. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the follows. If you've joined us on YouTube, thank you for being one of the first to join us on there. We will continue to simulcast or simulstream, whatever you want to call it, onto Twitch and YouTube. So look out for any updates. Look out for the VOD on Friday and the podcast on Friday as well. But thank you all once again. We have been the Malt and Magic crew and Homie and the Dude. We love you all. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.